out.
All right,
It's
yeah.
okay.
How you doing, everyone? So we back with another live. I have Nico's experience and RevHex QB here. How you guys doing?
My
Well, Black
goodness.
Filipino,
Ah,
thank you.
I see. Ah, okay, I see now. This should
hmm
I see in the Philippines, this one?
Yes, yes, yes. That's where I'm at right now. And how you doing, everyone? Me and Nico, we were just talking about Cinelog. We were just talking
Yes,
about
I didn't know
Cinelog.
how to explain it to him. I didn't know how to explain it to Black Filipino what Sinulog is because he lives on the Manila side,
hmm
and I guess he doesn't. It does. They don't. I don't know if they celebrate it or not in Manila side. So I didn't know how to explain it to Black Filipino. If one of you guys on the chat can I explain it to him what Sinulog is, and I can just tell him it's a celebration.
hmm Yeah, and I see you there, Noitebs.
Oh,
Noitebs.
Noitevs. Yeah, Noitevs will know. Noitevs. Tell Black Filipino what Sinulog is. Like, what is it? Like, what is it celebrating? Where is it celebrated? I think Noitevs knows it very well.
Yeah, because I definitely would love to go.
Oh my God, you would love this, dude. Black Filipino, when I tell you that this place is enormous. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of people celebrating.
hmm
Why are you hiding, guys? Don't hide yourself.
Oh no, I'm
We're
sure
not.
you can see me right now.
Oh my God. Hold on.
Yes, I am very happy here, washing the spirits. I'm extremely happy here. Actually, I'm not leaving. This is not. I should have changed the name of the live because it's not about me staying in the Philippines. I do want to live in other countries. Like I want to live in Thailand and because K was out there as a teacher, and so I do want to move around. But I do plan on staying in the Philippines. I plan on getting a farm here and doing many other things here as well.
See, that's the way to live right there.
Yeah,
Make
man.
a nice little point. A nice little place. excuse me, of your own, and then travel. You want to definitely travel and enjoy.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm looking to do. So, so,
Yes.
uh,
Sir J, excuse
yeah, yeah.
me,
What you
what is
say?
this? Is this what, public or what is this? I
This is
don't
public.
see
Yes.
other.
This is live.
Yeah, Madam China.
Don't be shy now. Don't be shy now. I told you I was gonna invite you on.
Uh-huh, he did.
Ah, so
He
this is.
did.
Yeah, and everyone, definitely make sure you check out Nico's Experience channel and also Rebec's
Madam
QB's channel.
Shine.
She's
My
doing
goodness, I
uh
don't
she's
know
doing
this.
lives on a regular basis, and so is Nico. I'm new to this again. I've been over this for a while. Uh, Oh, what's going on? You're welcome to come in, Dave. If you're up to it, I sent you an invite already, but I'll definitely send you another one. And how you doing, Shine Weather, Washington Spirit, Sky Rain, Noe Tebs? What's going on, everyone? Juan, the faithful viewer, he said he'd be working out at the gym for the next hour and a half. He's sorry to miss the live feed. Oh well, if you miss it now, then you miss it. But I'll be here. I'll be here for the next hour.
How do you like it, QV?
No, I
She
don't
doesn't know what to.
understand this one. It's very. I'm not ready.
You
It's
ready?
okay. You can never be ready. You're ready. Trust me. You could
You,
do a live show by yourself. You're ready.
No, I mean
exactly.
I'm not. I'm not ready that Sir J is calling me. There's no notice.
Oh yeah, you know what happened? I just sent you an invite, and then you came right in. You came in right away.
I
I
said,
caught
what
you off
is
guard.
this? Hi guys. Hi to Madam Shine Weather. Allen Love. Ayan.
Yeah, what's going on,
Nico.
Sean Weather? But yeah, so Nico, when are you coming back out here? I want to text you.
January 12th. I'll be there probably before January 12th. And then I'm going to be staying in Cebu. Then I'm
Okay.
going to set up. I'll let you know ahead of time because then I'm going to go to Manila. Not Manila, but I got to look at the message that I got. It's a little place outside of Manila. I cannot pronounce it. Um, I'll be there for 30 days. I got to sign up for the VA. I'll reach out to you there. And then I'm going to go back to Cebu and get something a little more permanent on the outskirts, a little near the province. But
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there for a year. I want to get a feel for it, get the feel for it because I'm like you. I want to pick one place and then travel. But when my kids, I'll be back when my kids get out of college, so that way I can they're
Mm-hmm.
more secure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, so how old are your kids now?
I got a 14 turning 15-year-old girl, and I got a 17-year-old daughter. One's in ninth grade, the other one's in going senior year this year.
Okay, okay. That's cool,
Yeah, I
man.
got girls. I got all girls.
Oh
Well,
man,
I
that's
got boys.
pathetic.
I got boys. Don't get me wrong. I got boys, but they're older. I got a 22-year-old and a 19-year-old.
Okay, so if you don't mind me asking, how old are you, man?
I've been 25 for almost 15, 20 years. I'm
Yeah,
just as old as QV. I'm just as old as QV.
yeah, we got David's Angel on the line. What's going on, brother?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good, man.
Hey,
Good.
how you doing?
All right.
Yeah, every time
Doing good,
I'm
sir.
on the live
Welcome.
stream, my brother Dave is always there.
Hey, you gotta have that love. You gotta
Yeah,
have that
yeah.
love, man.
He's always there. For I say about a year and a half now, I've been on and
Wow.
off live stream. He's around. He was around before he came to marry his lady, and then now he has a baby out here.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. And now are you Dave? Are you in the Philippines, or you travel back and forth?
I'm in Dubai. I've been here since February.
Oh, okay, okay. Now you a permanent stay or vacation?
Well, long vacation, I guess you could say at this point.
That brother's a permanent stay, Nico. He been
He ain't going no. He's not going nowhere.
he's not going anywhere. I mean, I'm sure
Well,
he'll go back home, but
yeah, I gotta go back. I gotta go back, but I'm you know, it's when I need
Oh,
a need to basis.
Mhm.
I love this. QV, I got a question for you.
Question. Oh no,
Yes.
question.
Oh, I love the questions. Guys, look at her comment online. I'm in the panel of English speaking people. You're doing fine, QV. This is going to catch you by surprise. You're going to be like in shock. It's just another live show with a bunch of people talking. That's all.
Exactly. And if you get nosebleeds, I'll make sure we all speak very slow.
Slow.
QB, so she can keep.
Okay.
We're
You'll
happy
do
that you're
fine.
here.
Yes, it's good to have a lady around and not just speak with a bunch of dudes, even though they
Hmm.
cool. But
Hey, QV, I got a question for you.
Okay. Number one question.
Okay, first question is, QV, if you could pick one thing that you wish foreigners did not do in the Philippines, what would it be? It could be anything. I'll give you an example. If I was QB and I would say, I wish foreigners didn't touch their face because of this reason. What is it you think a foreigner shouldn't really do in the Philippines that surprises the Filipino? Like, wow, I can't believe he just did that. He shouldn't do that.
Copy, copy. Copy, copy. What you say, sir, sir Nico?
I said, if you
What
could pick,
you what
what
foreigner
would you
cannot
want
do?
to? Yeah, what do you think a foreigner? That's what does a foreigner do that surprises you, and you be like, "Wow, I can't believe he did that," or that foreigner did that. He shouldn't do that. What is it you think they shouldn't do?
Should not.
Yeah, that surprises the Filipino. Like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he just did that. Why would he do something like that?" And a lot of Filipinos wouldn't like it.
Oh my God, that's very difficult question.
It's probably a long list.
I was just gonna say that out there. I was just gonna say it's such a long list.
well, I'll give her an example. Like say for instance, there's some guys out there that will just hold the camera and Filipinas faces, and
Hmm.
treat them like you know they should talk to them. Do you think
Hmm.
that's okay?
Oh my
Rebex,
God.
are you with me?
Hold the camera. What? Hold the camera. What?
Oh no, no. Like say they'll go up to them, they'll hold the camera like directly in their face and kind of treat them like a piece of meat a little bit. Like
Hmm.
like they deserve to have them because they're from a country that's more established than the Philippines.
Oh my God, I'm loading.
Well, I guess that's a stupid question because
Loaded.
that's an automatic yes. But QB, I wanted to. I kind of don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm gonna ask you this question. All right, people don't may not know you here. Say if they watch this a little bit later. So I know I'm sure the guys may want to know: Are you single?
Uh
I'm
oh.
what, me?
Yes, are you single?
Yes, of course, I'm single.
I like the way you said that. and
Let it
are you
all be known.
and are you ready to mingle
I'm ready to mingle without kids.
without kids? All right, guys. So as you can leave your application with RebXQB.
Resumes,
And
applications, qualifications.
yeah, and you can also visit her live stream as well. She's live all the time, and definitely
What
subscribe to
is
her. Subscribe to David's Angel too.
What kind of guy is she looking for?
Yeah, what
What's
yeah,
the
what kind
qual
of
what
guys are you
qual
looking
what
for, Rebex?
qualities in a guy do you are you attracted to, and what would fit you? What kind of guy is that?
Oh my God, I already say that one long time ago to the guy that but it did not come. So I will not looking anymore to the guy that I want. I really looking to the guy that
Oh, that wants you.
I better say I don't want. So it's better that
Yeah, but what kind of guys? I mean, what attracts you? That's the thing.
Yeah,
attracts to me.
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm. What physically, emotionally, technically.
Both.
Everything.
Bro,
Yeah, yeah. Physically, start out physically first. What physically attracts? Are you attracted to? Physically first.
Oh my God, what's happening?
You putting it out there. You put it out there, it'll come back like a boomerang. That's what's
true.
happening.
Madam Jojo, please help me. Madam Jojo
Madam
wants.
Jojo.
Yeah, I sent JoJo an invite. I would love for her to be on the live. I don't think she's
That would be awesome.
she may be listening right now. I'm not sure, but
Or Madam Shine with her. Madam Shine, please answer that.
You shy?
yeah, Revex is shy right now.
She's
Uh,
very shy.
We,
It's
No,
we can
still a
because
only
shock right now.
the guy is important. The honesty, honesty,
honesty.
yeah,
honesty.
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm being serious long time ago, and I'm being honest, but they did not. Yeah,
And they wasn't serious. You were serious, but they weren't serious.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Ah,
right.
Yeah, that does
that
That's
happen.
that
what.
So
yeah.
example, it's about the times. Example about the time. I will go that time, and then it did not go that time. It takes more hours or something like that, or what?
Mm,
Diba?
Yeah.
Example, you see each other that time.
hmm.
So you cannot trust the person even at the sim the time, the even the uh,
Take your time.
I'm getting cold now.
She's downloading.
That you can see the person by example about the times. So if you're talking that, oh, we will meet in around 7 or 8 p.m. and it did not come.
Hmm.
So
Mm.
you
So
know
you don't want no
so
one
it's
to
the
injure
you
you,
can
pretty much.
how you can trust that person if you're saying they're okay and but it's not.
Right, right. Yeah, how can you trust what they say when they don't hold to the word of them saying that they're going to be somewhere and do something and they don't do it? So how can you trust what they say?
Example, Sir Nico experience
Oh
told
no.
me he told me that he will meet me for lunch.
No,
I
no,
see
no,
no
no.
I see no
That's not what
problem.
happened.
I see
No,
no
no, no,
problem about lunch.
Uh-oh, uh-oh,
And then
uh-oh.
no,
no, no, no,
no.
no, no, don't react. I'm still in the panel. I'm still in the bar.
This is just an example. She's
No,
giving an example.
Well,
Yeah,
no, they do
example,
know each other, so
example, Sir
Right, right.
Nico. Nico explain, QB, be ready. I will meet you by lunch, like that. And then, okay, no problem, lunch only. Oh, that's no problem. And then lunch, but he wants all the time. What is that? What is that talking? It's not specific. He
no,
wants
no. I
all
think
Ah,
I
the.
think the confusion. I think the confusion is that I'm greedy. I want her for lunch, breakfast, and dinner. I
Yeah,
told her
you
I
did
don't
that.
want no. I want it all. I want the buffet. I want it on and she goes, "Oh, Nico." But the thing is that I'm trying to teach her, not teach her, because she's not a pet. I'm trying to let her understand that the Western culture is a little different. We joke, we joke about things, and it's misinterpreted. So when I say I want you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, uh, it's if I go to lunch with her and I'm like, hey, I'm having a good time. Let's take you to dinner. She's like, oh,
right.
Nico, no, no, no. I got to meet somebody else for breakfast. I got to meet somebody else for dinner. So
Yeah.
she takes it like a little bit more personal. You know what I mean?
Literally,
Uh,
like literal.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. She takes it, and then
Okay.
she's like, and then she heard from a third party, somebody else that I
Um,
don't even know of, that I canceled our lunch. And I said, I never canceled the lunch. She goes, you lied to me. It's very important for QB to uh to have people around her that they don't break promises, because then she's like, you lied to me, Nico. You said to
yeah.
me, I don't want to meet you no more. I'm like, I ain't said shit. I
Yeah.
didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing.
So basically, it's like a thing where certain things happen in
mhm.
her lifetime that it affects all the relationships going forward. Like,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? So so now you are incorporating into that. You are incorporated into that. So even though you had no part of whatever went on in Nico's life prior to you coming in, you are definitely affected by it because now she has these guardrails up, and you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean. Whereas though it kind of governs how she
Exactly.
uh, is with people from going forward. Yeah, I
Yes.
understand.
And it's very difficult because Filipinas are very different. Like if people don't like, not just Filipinas, that culture, the Asian culture out in that culture is very different. I'll joke with QB, and QB would be like, Nico, I'm still hurting. And me, in my mind, I say, QB, let
Right.
me ask you a question. She's like, yes. And I said, how long do you think you're going to carry that pain and let somebody else control the actions in your life that are no
Right.
longer there?
That's right.
Because if you keep feeling hurt, that is not just you, that is allowing another person to control how you feel. I said, I know you're
That's right.
hurt, but she understands it different. She's like, ah, Nico, what do you want me? I'm still in pain. I'm like, I know, I know you are in pain. So I'm like, QV, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, QV. But
QB, what can we do
I
about this?
no, go ahead.
What can we do? What can we do about this? Do you understand what Nico is saying? You understand what I'm saying? Our conversation, as far as uh, you having your guard up and you're letting basically your prior relationship or situations dictate or control how you are as a person. Which in effect affects any type of relationship that you have going forward.
Very
Do
true.
you do you understand? Do you understand what we're saying here?
Yeah, I
And
understand
do you have
already.
any comment?
Yeah, I understand that already. So,
Hmm.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel comfortable talking about it, or would you like to change the subject?
Yeah, yeah, good guess.
yeah,
Because
Yeah,
if
our
you leave,
our our title is "Should I Stay in the Philippines?" That's our title.
so QV, do you want me to stay in the Philippines? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, yeah.
I
Perfect
heard that
segue.
live. Right, guys?
Yeah.
I heard that live. She said, Nico, stay in the Philippines.
Yeah, you can stay in the Philippines, Sir Nico.
Are
You
you
can see
asking
what
me
you
to
like.
stay? Are you
You
asking
have
me to stay, QB?
you have your choice wherever you want to go, right?
I want to stay in Mindanao.
What? No, Donald Trump's not allowed.
Oh my God. Hey, I got a question. Is it Dave?
Yeah.
Dave, how did you? I can tell from like I can tell by him, and I can see it in you. How do you? How did you lead over to the culture here in the West, like in the West, compared to over there? What made you uh, like change over? I don't. I see. I hate that word change over. Like, what made you feel outside your culture? What made you feel like everyone's like, Nico, you should marry Puerto Rican. You should marry over here in the United States. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to be what makes me happy. What
Mhm.
made you do the transition?
Um. Well, this is my third marriage.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. I got
Third,
you. I got you.
this is my
third.
third
Oh,
marriage, and but I have to start off with that because what led me here is the experiences that I went through uh,
Hmm.
in the beginning. You know, I was with my first wife for 18 years, and she was an American. My second wife for almost five years. She's Dominican. She's Dominican.
Hmm.
She's from the Dominican Republic.
Mm.
I met her over there. And it's the culture, basically. It's the culture. It's the basically the mentality of uh, some of the women that are, you know, they have this reality star based mentality, and you know,
Reality shows. Yep.
yeah, it's they really not all. Now, every time I
Hmm.
get into this subject, I don't want to paint a broad brush with every
Yeah.
American woman, every
That's
you
very
know,
true.
you have to understand that you know because of my age, there's not a
A bigger
it
gap
seems
of options.
exactly
Yeah.
because where am I going to meet this girl at in America?
In America,
Exactly.
exactly.
You know what
Hmm.
I
Now
mean? At my age, you know, yeah.
let me ask you a question. Because as you're answering that, I want to feed off of this that same question. Sorry, I'm mopping the floor. um, do you feel like? Do you feel us as growing up? You know, because Latinos and Black American, we have like, of course, some of us, you know, if we're if we're blessed, we still got our fathers involved. Do you feel that the way our fathers raised us, as you know, mom always listened to dad and always had that respect factor, and the man of the house is the man. Do you think that plays a role in why we choose Filipinas in general? Because they're very I hate the word. I'm not even going to say the word because you know it just turns it into like they think it's a pet. Do you feel the respect that they have is something that we grew up wanting? So we're like, you know what? I like a woman that respects and blase blase. Or do you think it's just it's always going to be about chemistry? It doesn't matter who she is.
Yeah,
Does
that's a
that make
difficult
sense?
question. It's a good question, but it's a very difficult one because I believe, in my opinion, it's individually based.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's based on the actual individual and what they went through during their childhood and their adulthood and life experiences leading
Hmm.
up to them having a little bit of clarity of who exactly fits into their life, and to be able to recognize it. You know, just like with QB, you know, she has to be able. The hardest part about being single, in my opinion, and being able to recognize someone who fits in your life is to recognize whether or not, if it's a female, recognize whether you're dealing with a boy or a man. You
Hmm.
know, and just because the person in front of you is 21 or older doesn't equate to being a man.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you have guys out here and women, but you have guys out here giving Oscar performances in the beginning of relationships, and it makes it harder for women QB and women like QB to really have her, you know, that guard down and being able to, you know, go forward. So to answer your question, I believe it's an individual, it's an individual based type of situation, in
It's
my
funny how
opinion.
you said that. It's funny how you said that because everyone always tells me, every time I'm on a live show or I'm talking to somebody, everybody says, Nico, you sound like a salesman. I was like, no, this is who I am every day when I wake up. I didn't get to where I am and being as humble and as good a person as I am uh, by not, acquiring the pain and the suffering that comes with it. So when I joke with QB, and I said, QB, she's like, Nico, you're so nice. I always say thank you so much for your kind words because I was never always that nice. When I was younger, I was not always a good person. And I tell her all the time, uh, we're not all bad. A lot of people try to go sell you something and they're like, oh my God. And I think that's what I was trying to ask you, QB. I think a lot of foreigners, they go to the Philippines and they make promises they should not be making, and it hurts. Not
Right.
it hurts way up the ladder. It affects you, which affect and in fact you'll talk to your friends and say I don't trust foreigners anymore. They all come here and lie, and then it becomes from one person very addicting and very contagious, and then everybody thinks that a lot of foreigners they come over there, and a lot of them do. A lot of foreigners go to the Philippines and make promises they shouldn't be making, not knowing the pain and suffering that they're causing.
Right.
Very true. And,
No,
and,
it's
and
not.
I
I'm
understand.
not generalizing, you know.
No, not
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
You,
yeah, yeah.
And
not
I
I'm
you.
not.
understand
You
what
can't.
you're saying. To go back to your question, Nico, I think for the most part,
Hmm.
you find in the Philippines that they're not looking to get one up on a man. They're not
Exactly.
looking to
Hmm.
be better than a man, and I think that is what attracts most of us to Filipino women. And don't get
Hmm.
me wrong, in the U.S. still, I'm not saying this to go against the U.S. And I'll
Yeah.
tell it straight up, in the U.S., yeah, you can get a woman just like a Filipina, but you have to think about it. Is she going to be, no offense to the woman in the U.S., as beautiful? You know, is it
Yeah.
going to be what you're really looking for? You can go to the Philippines and get the hottest thing around.
Hmm.
That's going to be the one for you, and I think that's where the difference is. Where in the U.S., not that woman all about money. You really do need money. Say, for instance, like David, he came here and got a woman. He has a baby now. If he wanted that in the U.S., oh, he got to put up some serious paper.
Hmm.
You know, and it's just the truth. And it's not that it's all money based. It's just that your money goes farther here, so it makes it
Yeah.
better for guys that are coming out looking to do right by women, and not looking to do them dirty. They want a real woman that's beautiful that can hold them down. You're gonna have more of a chance getting that here than you would in the U.S., and that's just facts.
Yeah. A lot
Right.
of people don't
Right.
really face the facts. They don't want
Hmm.
to see that, but that is a good point. That is a very good point.
Yeah, it
And,
is.
and to go along with what you're saying, Jay, I want to say that with a Filipina, in my opinion, this is again in my opinion,
Hmm.
is less about money for them.
Hmm.
Every woman wants security. Every woman wants, security in their life. But when they look at a man, it's less about how much money they have as opposed to who they are as a person. Like I'm judged based on who I am,
Hmm.
not how much monetary, how much money I have,
Hmm.
Hmm.
and that's kind of like the another one of those bridges between Western culture and the culture here in the Philippines.
Hmm.
They would rather have a good man that's faithful and is going to stay with them and things of that nature, as opposed to a man with all this money. You know,
Hmm.
Hmm.
so
That's
I
very true.
really appreciate that and respect that in the Filipina because they're more real. To me, that's being real.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, not you know not the other way around. So again, that's another reason that they had me look away from the Western culture uh, in America.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And,
I
and
noticed about that. I noticed.
and the truth is, you gotta be realistic too. A lot of guys that come here to get some, some easy vagina, and it happens.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
you gotta think about it though. These guys here, you can't look at a foreigner bad even because of that, because that's what the guys here are doing. They're they're
Yeah.
they're doing it more than the foreigners. So you can't look at a foreigner and go, you know what? And I'm not talking about you, QB. I'm talking about men in general. This is like a thing, no matter where you are. You can't look at the foreigner that comes here and that does that as necessarily wrong when there's guys
Mhm.
here doing it as well. Of course, it's wrong that that guy did it to you, but I still don't think that Filipinos should judge every foreigner because of the bad apples out of the bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what it is, and we set a standard. I think it's also a disappointment because we set a standard. Well, they no, we don't set it. They set a standard. Probably they in their mentality again, and this is speculation. Um, they're thinking, if this is what I deal with here, I'm pretty sure that they're going to be a lot different out in the West Coast. A foreigner's going to be a lot different. They're not going to treat us like this, and that's what I told QB on the show. It doesn't matter where you come from. There's going to be bad apples and everything. And I said, and if you set us up for a standard and we fail, you got to be careful because some people don't want to take the responsibility of saying, well, if you put me up on the pedestal thinking I was going to be way better than everybody else, for the most part, we appreciate the culture, and love the culture and love the women and love the people and everything. But there are people that kind of really make it extremely bad
Hmm.
for
Yeah.
us to meet that standard, or not that we don't want to. We're not going to meet any standard, but I think the culture also sees us as better. Like, oh my God, you guys should be a lot more nicer. I mean, I can expect that from the people here, from the guys here, but you guys, oh, you guys are better. We're not better. We're still human like everybody else.
Hmm.
Mhm.
You know what I think we do that's different. A lot of times here, it's a little bit like China. For instance, when a woman hits a certain age, or if she has a baby, it's hard for her to find a man at that point. But what guys do from where we're from, we'll date a woman with a kid if we don't mind, if we love the woman.
Hmm.
We'll date a
Right.
woman closer to our age, or even it doesn't matter about age. But I'm saying, guys here won't even look at that woman. It'll be guy from over in the West that will still look at that woman and give her attention and be with her.
Right.
So
Right.
that's what
Yeah.
you get out of us guys of coming from the western part of the world. And for the most part, Filipinos love that part.
Yeah.
Hey, QB, I got a question for you.
Where she
What?
go? Don't have.
What? What?
I think
What?
she's
What?
gone.
She's here.
No, I'm not
Oh,
gone.
hold on.
You're all hiding. I'm not hiding.
Oh, hold on. I think I lost. And I didn't lose you. I just got to get back in here. Hold on. Where are you? Right here.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
no, it's me, my camera. I don't know what's going on with my camera.
No,
I
I don't.
put it
I
on.
don't think it's you. Someone tried to call me and it bounced me off. Hold on. So, QB, my question to you is, again, you don't have to answer this because I don't really like to ask you a lot of questions because you're a very private person. Do you have any children?
No, I say I'm single. Single, no
So you have no
children,
children,
no
right?
husband. Yes.
Okay. Um, so do you want children or you don't want children?
Of course, I what you call that? Mostly
You
women dreams of children, but we don't know.
okay? My question to you is, if you had children, like actually, you might not be able to answer, but maybe you might know somebody that is like that. Do you know any Filipinas that have children that they're thinking, I'm not going to get anybody. I'm just going to be a good mother and I'm not no one's going to want me because I have children. Do a lot of Filipinos feel that way or they are like, "No, I'm going to find somebody," or they just don't look at it like that?
Good
Again,
question.
pardon. Pardon.
It's okay. I trust I will repeat it.
What
Do
is
you
that?
know
What is
any I know you can't answer this because you don't have children, but do you know any Filipina that you feel like Filipinas with children
You
um,
wanna?
feel they're not going to get a new relationship or someone that will take care of them and their children because they feel I have children, nobody's going to want me.
Hello, Rebex. What he said, he said, "Do you know any Filipinas say that have children that feel like no one's gonna want them? Do you know anybody like that?
Filipina that have a children already.
Yeah, that thinks
Yes.
no guy's gonna want them now.
You mean a Filipina that have a children and don't want another children? Is that
No,
what you
no,
mean?
no, no. I was saying what he said was, do you know of any Filipinas, like any friends, family, that thinks because they have a child that no one's going to want them?
Yeah,
Oh, you know people like that.
yeah. That they don't like the man who have children.
No, no. Say that has children. That I don't know if you can hear me, but that has children and feels like no one's going to want them because they have kids.
Oh my God. I cannot imagine that because I don't.
Oh
No,
no,
that,
what
Do
he
you
was
know
saying is, do
Philip?
you know anyone? Hold on, Kay is gonna translate for me.
Um, Hello, sis.
Oh,
I'm the translator.
no,
Now,
that's good. That's good.
ang ibig sabihin ni Jay, kung may kakilala ka daw na Pilipina na may anak na kasi may anak na sila, they feel na parang nobody wants them kasi nga may anak na sila. Siyempre kapag may anak ka na, limited na yung choices mo, 'di ba? Do you know any Pilipina daw na meron na siyang anak tapos they feel na nobody wanted them kasi nga may anak na sila. Yun.
no. No, mostly Filipina, mostly single mom. Is that what you mean, single mom?
Yung mga single mom, 'di ba
Oh,
kapag may
mostly
anak na sila.
single mom. I have a lot of friends, single
Ah,
mom. They are married with foreigner
but
because
Ah,
but the question is, do you know someone they are single mom but they feel that nobody wanted them because, what
no, they did not think that one. They think that their second choices is the foreigner because they're already single mom with Filipino.
okay,
doesn't know
yeah.
anyone.
Hey,
I
the
got it. I
honesty. I
got it.
like the honesty. I like the honesty.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I already think that yeah, they're already victim with Filipino, so they go foreigner because foreigner is already okay with any with the Filipino who have already kids. So that's why mostly foreigner already become an immediately father with other children of Filipino, you know.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, ask your wife to translate this for me. Ask her, do Filipinas, most Filipinas, uh, get with the foreigner because it's easier because it's a lot better for them, and do they honestly allow the foreigner to play a big part in raising their children? Because when I was there, I've seen a lot of Filipinas with foreigners, but they would discipline the child, but they wouldn't let the foreigner discipline him. And does that play a factor in Filipino culture?
Okay. I'm nose bleeding now. I'm kidding.
Okay, okay.
Sis Ray, do you, ano nga? Nose bleed ako. Your question is so long, Nico.
Okay,
My
okay,
brother
okay.
experience.
Let me. All right.
The teacher didn't
Let me
get hit
shorten it
by
up.
shit.
Okay, I'll make my question smaller. Do Filipinas allow anyone besides their biological father? Do they feel comfortable, and do they allow another man besides the biological father uh,
Discipline their
discipline?
kids. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, discipline and raise their children. Because I noticed a lot of Filipinas, they didn't do, and not all. When I was there, a
Mm-mm.
lot of them didn't feel comfortable. They would do that. As you can tell, the gesture to the foreigner. They'd be like, like, no, I got this. Don't. It's fine.
All right,
Is
let
that
me
a
let
call?
me explain that.
Okay.
Sis Ray, the question from Nico, my brother experience, is ano daw kung um meron ka daw bang kilala na parang inaalaw ba nung halimbawa ako, I have a kid for example.
Mm.
Tapos nagpakasal ako sa foreigner. Do you know someone na parang yung pag-discipline ba ng ano, okay lang ba sa Pilipina na i-discipline ng foreigner yung kanilang anak, or may kakilala ka ba na parang, "Oh, anak ko 'yan, don't discipline, foreigner ka, hindi mo 'yan tunay na anak." Parang gano'n. Okey lang ba sa Pilipina na i-discipline yung kanilang anak ng foreigner, ng yun, second husband or foreigner? May kakilala ka bang gano'n, sis?
Um, I think it's already liable for the second stepfather because the first father is not already liable that one. He already left. So the second father is already obliged and responsibility to discipline to the second to their children, right?
I will answer that, Nico. For my
Go ahead.
opinion,
Mm-hmm.
because it depends on the mother, because it depends on
Okay.
what is your relationship with your second husband. For example, I'm married to a foreigner,
But
I
if
have a
you're a
kid.
partner, if you're a boyfriend only, you're not allowed. But if you become the father, you are allowed to discipline that one. But if you are only a a boyfriend or partner, something like that, you're not that very very easy to discipline to the children of your of
There you
your
go.
Mhm.
That's what I was looking. I mean, I was hoping to hear something like that. That's what I mean. So he has to play the part as a husband. Not play the part. He either is the husband, but if he is someone that has been dating a Filipina for 6 to 8 months, you still don't meet that stature until you're married. Correct?
Yeah, I think that's what you're trying to say,
Yeah.
Sis Remy. But in my
Gotcha.
opinion,
no
I think it depends. It depends. I know it depends for me. It depends.
Yeah. No. I
exam
mean, everything's gonna be different for every. Yeah, I know what you mean. For
Yeah,
the most part, women are acceptable.
that is correct.
Yeah.
no, but Sir Jay, Sir Nico, uh don't make trouble. Example, you find a woman who have already a children and still the that woman connected to the father of the children. It should be the woman they don't have any connection to the ex or something like that, or the father
Yeah.
of any children. So because you're having trouble that one, so before you enter in that kind of relationship,
Well, the woman that I'm
I will
interested in,
advise.
the woman I'm interested in has no children, and I don't have to worry about all that stuff.
No, I'm advising you because I already observe other people, that they have a relationship already with a woman who have already kids from the past, you know.
Yeah,
Nico, I have a
So
question for you. Are
I
you
have.
single and ready to mingle?
Kay. Kay. For some reason, I was looking at the screen. I'm going to tell you, I've been a single father a lot of years. I was in the beginning. I have two daughters that I they're with me and my parents. I live in Florida and they live in Boston. I'm looking, but I think I have to. You got to be very careful because I'm that kind of guy that it's. I've gotten to a point in my life where I have a lot to give, emotionally, physically, and it's very difficult because it's you don't want to. I was talking to the gentleman on panel. I am more than open for the possibilities of a future with a partner. The problem is that you gotta when you go to the Philippines, you gotta keep a low profile because it's going to the Philippines like being in a buffet line. You look at this, you're hungry. You look at that, you're hungry. So I am I ready? Yes. Am I very careful? Yes, because the culture in the Philippines, if I go, is very different. It's like if you're trying to get to know a Filipina, if you're dating in the United States or in this country, it's dating. It's like, hey, I'm just dating. That's it. But when you go to the Philippines, if you date more than 2 or 3 days, pretty much you're her boyfriend. So you got to just be careful. So I'm open. I just got to be careful.
So are you liking a Filipina at the moment?
I was interested in the Filipina, but I don't think she feels the same. So I'm that kind of person that I'm like, okay, I gotta respect that. I gotta give the space, and and I'll just now I'm not going to be looking. I'm just going to let it find me. I'll leave it in God's hands, and I'm going to be doing a lot of video. I'm going to be seeing the Black Filipino. I'll see if Dave's available. I'm going to be doing a lot of provinces. I'm going to be
Mhm.
going a lot of places, and
Sir Nico,
if
I
it's
have a question.
I have an answer, QB.
I have a question for you, Sir Nico.
Yes, I have an answer.
So you are a single father, so you're okay to have to find a woman who is single mother also. Are you okay with that one? Is that a balance?
No, it's you know what I look for two things. I want I don't care if a woman's got a farm full of children. I don't care if she's got 17 children. As long as me and her meet right there. You know what I mean? I don't judge by weight. I don't judge by looks. I know everyone's like, "Well, you're going to the Philippines, and you know they're all beautiful." Well, you know what? There's you got to look past that layer because her beauty ain't gonna last forever. And if she has children, it doesn't. I don't care if she's got children. You know what I mean? As long as she's ready to go to the next step and be a family. Because a lot of women they carry all that weight over. And as long as as long as she's open and she got kids, I don't really care. I'm good with it.
Yeah, because I saw that one. I'm working in the hotel a long time ago, and then I saw a single foreign man, and then he married to a woman who have four children already, but that's a single. So,
Well, no,
uh,
yeah. If she has kids, I don't mind. I think she has to be a good friend of my daughters. See, that's the thing. In order to get through me, you got to love my kids. You know what I mean? If you don't love my kids, same with her. I hope I hope I want to love her and love her children as if they were my own because I'm going to play a big part in their life, and I would hope she'd do the same for me. So why would I judge her? You know?
Yeah, that's true. Miss
Yeah.
Rebex, I have a question for you.
you're right.
Are you looking,
You have your own ano.
Sister Rebex, I have a question for you.
Oh my
Are you
God, so
single
many
and ready to mingle? Are you looking for a single man without, kid, or just a single man, like totally single without kid? With kid or without kid?
my God. I can tell you story, guys. I can tell you story. I'm looking for before I really okay to say that oh divorce is okay for me divorce so it means divorce there's already a kid you know two kids but he's lying he told me he have two kids but it's five kids imagine I cannot imagine that five kids and I need to take her for another if ever so yeah.
But you
Well,
just need to give a chance, sis. You need to give a chance because you never know. Maybe you will find your
I'm
perfect
getting
match.
what you call that one? I'm getting
Older.
phobia.
Phobia.
Phobia. Oh, it's divorce. I'm really okay with the two children, but it find out it's five.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna give the headset to Jay so you can continue your live. I'm just
hey,
listening
thank
out
you
of the
so
headset.
much. Thank you.
So you know that experience, guys.
Did you say that you were thinking? Did you say you were thinking about Nico's experience? That's what I heard.
What?
Yo, yo. I heard that you were thinking about Nico's experience. Marlon Martin said that's what I'm saying. I don't know. That's what I heard. I'm just saying. QB, you're gonna have to get used to the what we call jokes, but a lot of people call dry jokes. I'm just joking with you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you should make a collaboration, Jay, with your wife. That would be an awesome collaboration.
We've done it in the past. We do need to do it again. Actually, we're going to we have a channel, J and K in the Philippines. I didn't start promoting it yet. But we're
Okay.
gonna do live streams. We're gonna do videos together and just do like the daily vlog kind of thing where you can see every day, maybe even 2, 3 times a day, what's going on with us, and it'll be
Yeah.
more raw than what we're doing now on our own channels.
That's gonna be awesome because she can actually You guys work very well off each other. That's really good.
Oh yeah, yeah. K's like my other half, man. She's a
Q,
mastermind.
QB, how do you feel? How do you like the hangout? How do you like? You think it's something that you got to get used to, or you think you're kind of liking it? You're okay. How do you feel?
No, it's your question is very your all question, guys, is very. I don't. I told Sir G that it's very difficult. I'm not good in listening.
Yeah, she's on the spot. Her head is about to pop off. From her nose bleeding. It's like me because I'm learning Tagalog right now.
No,
Going in.
I did not say about nose bleeding, but
Oh, sorry.
my
Excuse me.
my my
Oh, oh,
my
Robin
listening.
Reed.
What you call that one? I can't I can't understand very well.
Well,
Oh,
when you're on a live show, QB like this, uh, just we don't mind repeating. We don't mind trying to make it easy for you to understand. It's perfectly okay. If you don't understand, just let us know, and um, we definitely, because you got to be comfortable. The biggest thing is be comfortable. We're not going to ask you questions that are very unfair, and if you don't feel like answering them, that's fine. Just enjoy yourself, and it's good to see. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that Dave and Jay feel the same. It's good to see a Filipina online and talking with us and sharing her views, because it's different when me, Dave, and Jay, we see things and we experience things, but a high culture that we have is over here. You live it every day, so it's good to hear that from you. And then you coming on the show, it's really good.
Sir Nico, I have a question.
Oh, baby, I got an answer.
Yeah, I have a question. You are already old enough, right? So you know
But
about life.
why do you gotta say old enough? Why don't you say experience? What's wrong with say experience? Go ahead.
You have a lot of experience in life. Yeah. No, I will directly say, I'm not.
Okay,
That,
go ahead.
that that that's real. You're already old enough, right? You know about life.
what are you trying to say, Reverend?
So
I know, right? There's Jesus.
But
what can you advise to me as a single woman?
Oh Lord. I mean, I'm sure me, Dave. I think me, Dave, and Jay will have always like a maybe an equal or somewhat of the same advice. The first thing you need to do is try. It's Don't forget. Like me, I don't forget where I came from, but where I came from reminds me of where I am today. But you don't want to stay there. So I think you should figure out how you can forgive the person for yourself, so you can move forward and learn from it. You've learned from it. So anything that you can learn from, whether it's suffering or happiness, I think is a good thing. Pain is a part of life. I think how do you pick yourself up from that pain shows how strong you can be. I think you should surround yourself with positive people, and um, sometimes positive people can guide you in the right direction. And don't ever let emotions get the best of you and control you, because if you're hurting, it's okay to hurt. But if you can't move forward from that hurt, you have to find out how. And because you have such a great character, you have such good energy, you have a lot of people, even if it's on YouTube, you got a lot of people that care about you. So you need to find out how to move forward. And I think that's going to be big for you, and that's going to be awesome for you, because time doesn't stop. Okay, every day that you wake up and like, no, I don't trust him. No, I don't like him. No, you're going to always find something negative, and you're never going to be happy because you're too focused on looking for the bad. You don't see the good when it's actually in front of you.
Hmm.
I agree,
Thank
100%.
thank you so much for that, Sir Nico. But I try how many times I try, but why?
You know
You
why?
have to
Because you're
keep
still,
trying.
yeah. Just keep trying.
Yeah,
I mean,
I give a second, third chance, fourth chance. Oh, why? So maybe they want me to become I need to become what you call that one? Not
a
good,
nun.
not
You're
good.
gonna become a nun.
Not good, not good woman.
Hey, it's not you. It's not you. That's the biggest thing. Don't ever blame you.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Don't ever blame you because you have a lot to offer in the future. You just gotta find that right person. I mean, it could be the person that you're gonna have lunch with in January. I don't know. Yo, yo.
What you say? I did not hear.
Oh, you didn't get that. She heard. She got it. She got it. I
She
told you.
heard it.
Uh-huh.
It could be the guy that you're having lunch with in January. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, I told you lunch is no problem, but you're saying that you want all the time.
No,
Lunch is
no.
lunch.
I, I'll give you a day off. I'll give you a day off. It's okay. It's just Monday through, just 6 days a week, not seven.
Well, well, I gotta let you know. Lunch doesn't mean you're getting married too.
Exactly.
It's just lunch. It's just
It's
lunch.
And remember, lunch and the people that you meet can play a big part in healing. It really could play a big part. You know what I mean? I know we're friends. I joke with you and stuff. And again, I never hide the fact that you're a good woman. Anybody would be happy to get to know you and get to know you, you know, in a friendship or personal basis. I like our friendship. I like the way we joke around. But sometimes you need people like me and many others, Jay, Dave, anybody, to bring a lot of positive in your life as well. And then that could actually kickstart and help you to move forward.
well, not me. I can't have lunch with her.
I mean, now Jay can't. Jay, I mean, X nay on the J.
Kale chop my balls off. Like, oh, you like redbacks, huh?
Yeah, I heard about Ridbex. I heard about QB. I heard about that. Dave's looking over his shoulder. Look, look. He's like, oh, wait, wait. Is she there? Is she in the room? I hope she didn't hear that little cute about that girl. I hope she didn't hear that.
Hey, Filipinos are jealous.
Yeah.
Yo,
Filipinos are very jealous.
Hmm.
they pretend not to be. They're like, oh, yeah, it's okay. You can do it. It's okay. You can trust me. Oh, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
QV, are you jealous?
Jealous to what?
Jealous in general. Jealous. If you care about the man, are you jealous of him, or are you comfortable? Can he go and have fun and relax and have friends or you're like, no, you're not going out. You are going to stay here.
No, it's not about talking about going out like that. It's not about jealous. It's not the man is not saying if the man is not saying I will go somewhere or I will go like that. That's not good, you know. You say, oh,
Yeah,
I have a life. I will go anywhere. I know like that. I will need to be happy, but that's not about jealous. Jealous is about something that you bring something you saw there. So of course you need to jealous, right?
See, I think oh God, I'm not even jealous. I don't know if it's like I've become like cold hearted. I don't get jealous at all. I like at all.
That,
I
that
really
comes
No,
with,
I
that
don't.
comes with age too. That comes with age.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm like
definitely,
honest.
Jay.
Like
Hmm.
yeah, I think you know. Thank you. You said that because I don't even know. Man. Everyone's like, you're telling me. I was like, no. I can come home and I'm like, all right, well, that's what you want. All right, I'll pack my stuff and go. You
Right,
know, I don't.
right, right.
I'm like, it's like
I am the exact same way.
yeah.
I feel the exact same way because look, my whole thing is be happy. I want you to be happy. If
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit up here and feel a certain kind of way because
Mm-hmm.
you emotionally and otherwise moved on. My whole
Mm-hmm.
attitude at this point, just like Jay said, I believe it's an age thing. The first thing that come in my mind is next.
It's not even that you mean to do it. You know what happens is that
Oh,
when you are jealous, and especially, see, don't get me wrong. I think all of us will get jealous if a woman brings us there, but you definitely can't show it because a woman will walk all over you after that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
I've
good
yeah.
been through that.
question.
I've been through that situation when I was younger. I've been jealous, and women walked all over me, and I realized, wait a minute, what am I doing? And when I didn't do it, I didn't get that result. You know.
That
Exactly.
that's a
Exactly.
good question. QV, I got a question for you.
no moment. I will say something about jealous word.
Oh, you're trying to find the right definition.
No, you. there's a reason for the person if she can jealous, example, you are together and you answer a phone and then you go somewhere very far, so that's kind to
I
be
know.
jealous, right?
Now,
Example, why he answered the phone very far, but we are together, walking each other like that. So that's
well,
an
QV,
example of
let me
jealous.
ask you a question. How do you do you feel like he's hiding something, or do you feel it could have been a loud situation, or he couldn't hear? I mean, it could it be the fact that insecurity, maybe the woman is not really fully secure yet? Because I answer the phone and I get up and I walk away because number one, I don't want to be rude to the person that I'm in front of, and number two is sometimes in Cebu or where I'm at, it can get very loud. So I walk over. I mean, I come back and I'll be like, hey, that was my sister, that was my mother, that was my children, that was this, that was that. I would give them a respectful answer. But do you think it that not jealousy, but do you think insecurity plays a big factor in that?
I don't know in your experience, but my experience is it happened to my cousin that he will go very far because he have another woman. My cousin is a man, so he go in the very far, and his wife
That
is there, so he'll leave.
Yeah.
So I experienced that one, Yeah,
So that's a good point.
trust in relationship is very important, boss Avi, but it's better to trust 100% yourself than others, but it's really also sorry guys, I'm being honest what I say.
No, hey, listen, that is what is needed. You know, a lot of foreigners like this is what a lot of foreigners should be listening to because honesty. And again, they think they know what they're getting themselves into. And a lot of times, I always say you're doing more harm than good. Sometimes you're really damaging. Us as a society here in the United States. From my personal thought, a lot of women have become callous. You know, like callous is like things you get like, or they become immune to pain for the most part because they're like, oh, he's gonna play me dirty. I don't care. I can whatever. Or some can be very emotional, but most of the Philippine women. They're not like that. In the culture itself, they're not like that. They feel a lot of pain, and you don't want to be. I don't condone emotional or physical abuse of any. Again, I've never, even when I was bad when I was younger, I've never disrespected a woman. I've never. I might have slipped and said words, but I would apologize. Um, and because you should be carrying, you can do that. Could be your mother, that could be your sister, that could be your daughter. That could You shouldn't get to that point, but a lot of men go there and they really disrespect a lot of women, not knowing the damage that they're doing.
True.
Sometimes when I speak, like right now, I'm speaking very tone. But when I go to the Philippines and I'm like alone, the other time I went out with friends, I was talking so loud that the waiter moved back about 5 feet and ran from Sentai 7 goes, Nico, you need to slow down, bro. You just scared the hell out of that guy. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So we talk in a manner that we don't understand. It doesn't offend; it scares. So we and the same with Filipinos when we talk. We hurt them by the words that we say because we think we're talking back here and we're not. We should be getting adjusted to talking over there. But I
yeah,
would
you are
never
right.
yell at you, QB. I would never yell at you, QB. I would always talk to you very softly.
I know Dave probably goes through this too. Sometimes I can say something to my wife, and she takes it the wrong way just from the way I said it. And I realize, you know what, I need to calm down. And it happens even with Filipinos too. I can say something normal that will be regular to you and Dave, and they'll get offended. So I did realize that.
Right. Right.
Yeah, how
Right.
long? That's a good question. How long did it take you, Dave? And because I know Black Filipinos been. I mean, Jay's been there a while. How long did it take you to kind of like? Because I know us as men, we start thinking not all, but for the most part, our culture, the Black American and the Latino culture, we're like, Well, it's not my fault you don't understand. I mean, if I said it clearly as hell, you know, how long did it take you to adjust and be like, no, yo, I gotta turn this a little down. And did you feel comfortable in the beginning? That you're like, oh, this is not gonna be a problem, or was it a little hard to transition?
Well, for me, it was easy because you have to go in understanding that it's a different culture, and patience and understanding is a part of the program. So for me, frustration is really a thing that I don't really go through too much because I already know on the front end you have to have some adjustments with understanding and learning on both sides. So it's a process. I would say it's still like an ongoing process. Going through certain situations because you're not going to go through everything in a year. You're not going to go through everything in 2 years. You know what I mean? So it's a constant process of learning and understanding each other, both as individuals and as individuals from two different cultures. So I would say ongoing to answer your question. It's an ongoing thing.
Oh no, no, that's okay. I like questions that when they're answered. I like the way you answer them because they're like in depth. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no going back to that question because you've explained it very well.
Right.
Kay says that she has. Jojo says she has a question. Do you have a question for me, or do you have a question for Jay or QB? Let me say it again. Say I gotta see what I don't I mean it'll pop up again. QB, I got another question for you. Oh, I think QB's father and mother are sleeping. She's going to get in trouble.
No, it sounds like the little girl came in the room. Her niece.
Every time she's online, guys, I'm pretty sure she
There
can
she
hear me.
goes.
QB,
What? What
you're
can
gonna
you?
get in trouble. You're gonna wake them up.
Hello? Hello, hello.
Hey, QB, you're gonna wake them up. Oh,
Hey,
she's
Sean,
in.
what's going on, brother?
Jojo. So why? The question is why. Jojo, why what? I'm not. I'm like lost. I'm reading everything as quickly as I can. I'm lost. Why? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? I don't know why. I gotta ask.
Porque,
Yes.
¿Por qué?
And Mark
porque,
for Face Zone TV, we have no idea what child support is in the Philippines. I'm not sure if they do it the same as the U.S., but I'm sure we'll go based on how much money you're making.
I think Black Filipino. I heard a couple of people talking in a few other shows. If you're a foreigner and they go through the embassy, it is almost identical, if not the same. Um, Maybe a little off, but they're getting paid. They're getting a good finance because they just have to. From what I was told or what I was reading, they have to take all that information because you signed the birth certificate, so they just got to go through the embassy and follow the procedures and get they get their legal counsel and apply and do what they need to do. And again, it's a longer procedure, but yeah, they're getting paid. They're definitely getting paid. And again, if I'm wrong, please correct me. I'm just like I said. I was reading it online as they were talking, and the thing is that you know anything could change in the Philippines. Everything's always changing. Rules and regulations, laws are always something's always changing. You see, when you move to the Philippines, there's an adjustment that you make in their subtitles that happen that you don't even notice, and how to talk to people would probably be one of them. Juan, that's a very good. That's very well said. I do agree. I really do agree. I think a lot of times we don't see that. A lot of times we don't see that. Hey QB, I got more questions for you.
Oh, question.
Jojo had a question for you, Nico.
Oh
She asked, "Do you
yeah,
like
what is it?
remix?"
You know what? I think QV is definitely a good woman. I think I have made my intentions very clear. I'm a very outgoing person, so sometimes I think I frustrate her. Um, I'm not trying to dance around the question because do I like her? Yeah, I think she's awesome. Um, but do I like her more than a friend? I don't. I think our friendship is really really good. And I don't want to ruin the friendship because she's still going through a transition of pain and suffering. So I would rather be her friend than to cause any more harm.
Hmm. Oh, so who's this here?
That's JoJo.
Hello.
Hello, my friend.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
JoJo is in the
Yeah. Hello,
panel.
everyone. Hi, everyone. I don't want to show my face because I'm about to sleep.
Okay.
Let me show us that face without makeup, JoJo. Show us that face. Come on.
No, I put a lot on my face, a lot of mascara on my face.
QB, and let me tell you,
You know
QB and
what?
JoJo, no makeup. They're very beautiful and they have no makeup. JoJo, I never seen you with makeup and you're still beautiful.
And yeah, speaking of
It's girl.
Madam Jojo is single, Sir Nico.
Oh, Sir
Madam,
Nico.
yes.
Sir Nico, are you interested to meet Rebec's QB in person?
Oh, I'm gonna go meet QB whether she likes it or not. I'm gonna hunt her down. I'm gonna be like a wolf. I'm gonna be hunting her down. She's gonna meet me. Whether the only way she can not meet me is if she says no. She's got 2.5 months to find an excuse.
And
Oh,
I have a
that's true.
question,
TK
real
and
quick.
Dal.
Rebex,
TK
do you
and
like
Dal.
Nico? Rebex,
Ay, ano ba yan?
Rebex, do you like Nico? That's what I want to know. Rebex,
Yeah,
what are you
you
thinking,
like
Rebex?
Rebec's QB
No,
from
no, no,
1 to 10.
no. Does Rebex like Nico? That's what I want to know. Is that why she feels a certain way when he says? I'm guessing that's why when he says, "Hey, I'm gonna come meet you," and then he's joking around because he's not there yet. You know, is that what it is? You know,
Hmm.
do you want to give
Mm.
him? Do you want to give him a long, juicy hug or no? You see it?
Come on, Rebs.
What?
Rebs. How
Hug?
about you, Rebs?
Hug? No, we will be having a chick hand. What you call that?
Handshake.
Handshake.
Very professional. Hey, how are you doing? How you been? You know
You
what?
know what? You know what,
I'd rather give you the dabs. I'd rather give you the dabs, from far. See if you can, be comfortable. I'll be like, hey, girl, what's going on? How you doing?
And you know what? Those hi and hello greetings started. Those start. The love starts with hi and hello. You know. So
Ano
You know,
yan?
you
after
know,
the handshake, ano ba yun?
Jojo. I like it when you should make more. I know you make your hangouts. Uh, Black Filipino, you should invite her. Invite her, and you're going in the right direction with this with QB and Filipinas. It's a really good direction because, especially Filipina with the better English, you can explain it to the Filipina that is trying to learn a little bit more because there's a lot of things that a lot of people can learn from this a lot, and let me tell you I'm learning a lot from just talking right now with JoJo and talking to QB and you guys. I'm also seeing a lot of things different that I wasn't really seeing about the Philippines and talking to you guys now. I'm like, hey, wait, listen, maybe I'm getting the wrong impressions, intentions, and maybe my verbalization should be a little better and more understanding. That's a good thing what you're doing right here.
You know what it is? What I realized about Filipinas, you have a lot that understand what's going on emotionally, that they kind of get us right away. Then you have a lot of Filipinas that are still virgin minded.
Yes.
They even as far as dealing with people, they're not used to guys talking to them that much because out here you can really get ignored. So
Hmm.
not every Filipina is talking, even talking to guys. You'll find that more here than anywhere in the world. Not anywhere in the world, but I should say
Yeah.
in the Western culture. To where you have a lot of Filipinos that are virgin minded. They may not even be a virgin, but their mind is not
Yeah.
fully developed for love. So
Yeah.
that even Rebec's QB is a little bit like that. You can sense it, you can smell it on her that she's a
Yeah.
little bit virgin minded as far as when it comes to relationships in certain situations. And
Yeah.
and Rebec's QB's in her 30s.
Yeah. How old are you, QB? I never asked you.
I'm sorry, QB, don't kill me.
You already hear about my age, Sir Nico. You just don't know now. It means that you're
Uh,
not interested. That's enough.
Oh.
No, no.
oh my
It,
gosh, minus
no.
point.
Oh
You know what? Nico never asked a woman at age.
no, it's okay for me. It's okay
It's
for me.
it's okay
He
to ask,
asked, but I
but always
often say
remember
that
you.
I always say that in my live stream that I say my age, but he's not that much
No, it's
interested. So I
because
know
no,
that.
it's
So I
because
know that.
it's because I go to I support a lot of channels, and when you say it, I mean, yes, I keep you open, but sometimes when you say, I honestly don't pick up on everything. Sometimes you think I ignore you. I don't ignore you. It's just I go to so many. I got like 15 windows open up right now, and I
Yeah,
say hello, and I support.
yeah, I can understand that. But if you have admiring people, you will never forget
Come
what
on, Rebs,
you know.
tell us your age.
You will never forget what she say or something,
Well, I will never
especially about
forget what I will
because
never forget what I
I
have
have
to hear
also
it.
I have also a crush in Whitey. That's I say, oh, I saw his face is like that. So you can also, yeah.
You have a crush on what? What did you say?
She,
You know, uh, you know what, Nico? Because Filipina women are too sensitive
Mm-hmm.
like that. So
Mm.
yeah, so
No,
Beret
what
is
I'm
one
making
of
clear
those.
only if Sir Nico, oh,
So
this is
he,
the question. If Sir Nico example is interesting to know me, but why until now he don't know about my age? I'm talking always that age in my live streaming. So
because
that's one
maybe
example that he really don't that time.
well, let me ask you a
Gotcha.
question. Let me ask you a
Gotcha.
question, QB. My question to you is: have you ever told me your age directly? Like, did you talk to me and says, Nico, this is how old? We've never talked offline. Like, we've always talked online. So maybe I didn't hear you, so I can't remember something that I didn't hear.
oh okay.
Hmm.
Or maybe age
Uh,
Hmm.
doesn't matter.
oh and
Oh,
mm,
K's on the
okay,
panel. Is
then
that
after
K?
this, Nico, after this, you can chat Reb's QB online
No, no,
after
no, no,
this,
no.
and
Well,
Okay, you
that's
can
the
only.
start
No.
of
well, the
the
information is. I don't mean to
conversation.
blow it up, but the information is on alive. You can just.
No, I'm
Yes,
saying that
yes.
in
No,
my live stream.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
Sorry.
saying so
I
many
like that,
people
Rebecca. I like
so
that.
many people know that one.
I
So
respect that. I respect that. You're right. You're right. Sorry.
I will
yeah.
find out. I will find out, and then I will never forget. This time, I will pay more attention. I'll pay more attention to my QB.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh,
No,
Nico, I
it's
have a
Nico.
okay.
question for
If you
you.
you
I told you
Nico,
guys that Sir Nico is joking. I can see in his eyes.
Or
Oh.
you
I
can
have a
see in
question
my
for
eyes.
Nico.
Yeah.
Yes.
My question is, if you will come to the Philippines, are you going to visit Mindanao and visit this Revex QB?
I
No,
am.
do not visit anymore.
I am. I can only visit if she makes time. I'm gonna be in Cebu, and then when I go to the Manila side for 30 days, I will make it a priority to meet her for just lunch, and that way she can see if I'm really saying the truth through my eyes.
Well, well, she's
Nico,
she's in Mindanao, brother. She's in Mindanao.
Oh, that's okay. I've been
Nico,
I've been in
Nico.
the yes.
Listen. If she agreed to meet you during lunch, then you know what, Filipino woman, uh, there's a follow up on that. Okay, Sis Kay, explain mo nga, Sis Kay.
Sis
No,
John is
guys, I got
trying
a
to
question.
say Nico
I'm just
is.
trying to say that Rebix, because it's live on live stream, you can follow up for another day. Okay, it doesn't mean that you said that lunchtime. There's another meaning on that. You could meet her, you know,
But sis
for an
Jojo, the follow up date
yeah.
is only if both party, like each other and we're gonna do another date. Sometimes, okay, no second date. So if the date goes well, of course there should be a follow up date. But I have a question for Sis Revex QB. Sis, if Nico is coming to Mindanao, are you going to meet him? Answer yes or no.
I told
Rebix,
already I told
lunch lang
already
daw.
I told already Sir Nico that he said that one before that he want to meet me for lunch. So that's enough lunch. Lunch.
Wait, wait,
So that's
wait,
what
wait.
it's lunch.
You said on your last show. You said on your last show, I heard that Nico said that he don't want to meet me. I don't know where you heard that, but if we're still on for lunch, then we'll have a good lunch. We'll definitely have a good lunch. Hey, I got a quick question. It Boz Avenue or Ave says you have to be Muslim in order to go to Mindanao. Why? Like,
Not
is it
true.
that?
Not true. Like, gotta be Muslim for you to visit Mindanao. Oh, that's not true. Not
I mean,
that far.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be careful. I'm gonna be careful. I mean, if I ain't died in the war, I sure in hell ain't gonna die in the town. I mean, but I'll be more careful. But is it a Mindanao that bad, or is it just not really good to go to?
Oh, no, not that.
Donald Trump did not allow American to come here in Mindanao.
Well, Trump doesn't pay my bills. He can kiss my ass. I'm still gonna go.
I
Trump,
told you
Trump
that
don't,
one.
Trump don't tell me what to do. When Trump pays my bills and we talking, but Trump can't tell me I can't go
Yeah.
visit QB in Mindanao. All right, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, he is protecting American people. You don't appreciate that?
Yeah,
No,
I think you'll be fine. Just meet her in the city. So I think you will
yeah,
have to go meet him in the city. Well, you are close to the city, right? Right, Rebex? Well, I think you have to. Of
Yeah.
course, he's not going to come, to your house, and your dad pulls a shotgun on him, something.
yeah. There are some areas you can't go. Milo Martin says there are some areas you can't go. No, I will make sure that we if she wants to meet up, that we'll meet somewhere a lot more comfortable, away from all what the possibly could be a situation that don't need to be in. You don't want to get too complacent and stuff. But it definitely would be a pleasure to meet her. And again, it's she's going through a lot, and I'm open, and I'm like I mentioned to Dave and Jay and QB. I'm open to the possibilities. For me to linger too long, it's not for me, because I think it's like like JoJo said or Kay said, it depends on the giving and receiving. And when you're giving and not receiving, you're like, maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree.
Hmm.
You can always start with a friendly date, a
Oh, no,
friendly
no, that's
date.
exactly it. But hey, QB, let me tell you something. There's a lot of things that Filipinas are learning, and sometimes a guy is joking, but sometimes there are messages in the jokes that he makes,
Hmm.
and the guy's not always joking. QB, there's nothing wrong with you, QB. There's a lot about you that any man would really like. And sometimes I'll joke, but I have no shame in telling you in on live or off live that sometimes I'm not joking. So sometimes you
He's
gotta,
testing the water. I get what you're saying, Nico. I,
yeah.
I know exactly what you
Right
mean.
now, the water's boiling. Right now,
Yeah,
your water's really, really hot. Don't come
yeah,
near. Don't touch me, Nico. Don't touch me. Don't look at me,
exactly.
Nico. But what I'm doing, QB, is going, all right, I want to look at you from across the street.
Yeah,
When you want
exactly.
me to get a little closer, you let me know.
And he's being a gentleman about it. He's throwing a little bit out there to let you know, hey, look. And if you don't pick up on it, and let him know, QB, there's ways a woman can be, hey, yeah, it's not just, oh, okay, whatever you say. Oh, you said you're gonna meet me. It has to be, you're showing more than that.
And let me tell you, QB, and JoJo knows. I've talked to JoJo a lot. I'm not like this. I really am not, because I have a better chance of woman coming and knocking on my door and telling me, "Do you know how much I love you?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, my neighbor's next door." I wouldn't see any signs of it slap me in the face.
Hmm.
Literally, literally, a woman could come up to me like, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful, Nico. Oh my God." I'm like, "What? Do I got something on my face? What? Do I got something on my face?" I wouldn't know. So
That,
me
that
doing
just that just means you're humble. That's what that
Yeah.
means.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with women. I grew up with my grandmother, my mother, my aunts, and I have daughters. And I helped raise my daughters. So I think, I come from, before I had children, I was a different person. And then when my children were born, and then especially when you're girls, you men become, you can still be strong, but you become in touch with your side of more humbleness and kindness, because you want to teach, your daughters, we're not perfect, but you should be looking for the qualities in that the qualities that people don't look for anymore. And she only my lady. And she, my girl's extremely beautiful, but she doesn't know. And people, and that's another thing that I noticed a lot about Filipinas. There's a higher percentage that they don't look at themselves beautiful. You can tell them, "Oh my God, you look so beautiful today." A lot of women are so uncomfortable with that. They're like, "No, I'm okay." I'm like, "No, you're not okay. You're beautiful." And they become, some have been degraded that they feel that they're not beautiful, and a lot of them, to them it's just like, let me put some stuff on and go outside, or let me do this and let's go. And they don't see themselves as that, so they're not comfortable being told all the time that they're beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Nico, I have a question for you.
Okay,
Nico and Sister FX.
I
Nico,
have
what are the
question and answers.
qualities that you're looking
Listen,
for a girl?
listen to the Wallace Life, Nico. The Wallace Life just said, "Not true. My
Yeah.
wife is from Davao City. We just left there, very safe." But no, we
Okay,
talking about
Wallace.
Mindanao,
Yeah,
Mindanao, Wallace Life, Mindanao.
yeah. No, no. And the thing is, guys, and thank you, Wallace, because let me tell you, the last thing I am is afraid of. Honestly, I'm not afraid of nothing. I mean, I won't put myself in a situation, but I'm very careful. But I appreciate that because I don't see the forthcoming. I don't see things that might be coming down the road. Only God knows that. But I walk, I walk with. I walk with God and return with God, and I mean, not should be. I will be okay.
Hmm.
And Kay, go ahead, ask that question.
My question is, what are the qualities that you're looking for a girl? Because I wasn't able to watch your interview with Sis Jojo. So since you're here, what are the qualities you're looking for a woman?
Okay, I'm learning off of Dave because me and Dave are a lot alike. I tend to be like, woohoo. Um, okay, a woman that can see past the first layer of what you look like. Because a lot of people, and I do this, and everyone on the panel and on the chat and who's watching, don't take it like I'm self conscious because I'm not. But people see this. They see the injury, they see deficiencies, they see what's happened to me. Oh, what happened? And I don't care. It's part of who I am now. But they don't look past the first layer of your skin. Okay, so it's a woman that's going to be not judgmental. That is, we're going to be very understanding, and that comes with time. But some women can be very understanding. The second one is she's got to be very open because I have a lot of energy, and I want a woman that could be happy sitting at a bench at a park and making a great time out of sitting under a tree or a bench than she is going to every country in the world and let's travel. And she's got to be happy not having and having all in the same thing. The third thing is she's got to be my daughter's best friend. My daughters don't control who I'm with, but it's very important for me to be open to really love my daughters as much as I love them, and if not more. And a woman that takes care of herself, a woman that protects her family, a woman that, uh, whether she's Filipina and he's a foreigner, a woman that says, "No, you're not taking advantage of him. You're gonna get out of here. You're gonna leave him alone." And a woman that stands by your side, whether you reach the heavens or whether you're still on the ground, you're still there together because you're a team. That's the biggest thing is a team. And communication. Communication is really, really important because I don't know what you're feeling. And a lot of times a lot of times women look at you and they're like, how did you not know? I'm like, listen, what do you mean, how did I not know? I am not in your brain. And a woman that allows herself to be loved because there's a lot of good men out there that want to love a good woman, but she will not let herself be loved because either she doesn't has never had it or uh, she thinks everything it's not as real as it should be. So I think more a comfortable a woman. Little things add up to the big picture. But I'm not really picky with looks. I don't really care if you weigh 300, 400 pounds. As long as you're a good woman and you're trying to do what's best for you and yourself and your family and you're caring and you if I fall down or I'm hungry or I'm thirsty and you see that and you're like, hey baby, here's a drink. I care more about that than a woman be like, "Oh my God, why are we sitting in the house? Jesus, we're always in this house. Why don't you take me on a cruise?" Or what? I don't care for all that. All that shit comes with time.
All right. Thank you so much for that.
Nah,
All right.
OMG,
hold on. I
a
gotta.
lot
So
of
my
My daughter
question,
just texted me. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me see.
Sis Jojo, go
You're.
ahead.
Let me tell you. I don't
You're
hide
looking for a
anything.
lot of
I'm
boundaries.
very honest. So you can ask me anything you want.
What if your daughter won't like the girl
Good
that you
Hold
question,
on,
Dave.
like?
Rose.
Yes. Hello.
Sorry, hold on. My
No,
daughter's like,
answer me first. Joke. Joke. Okay.
okay, hold on.
Daughter or rabbit QB?
Guys, and if you're talking, I
Okay.
apologize if you're talking to me because something's wrong. Can you hear me now?
We hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Okay. Very well answered. That's very honest answer from Nico. But
Oh
a
boy.
He
lot
didn't
of
hear you.
qualities that he's looking for. So, and one by one, I have nosebleed.
You will find Joe.
Okay, let's replay again one by one. Okay, guys. Number one, a daughter should love the woman that he likes soon to be. But what if your daughter, there's this girl you really, really like, but your daughters won't like this girl for you? What are you gonna do, Nico? What are you gonna do? Who are you going to choose?
Well, see, I gotta tell you, I think
And
in
then this
like
girl, you're really in love with this girl. You really, really, really like this girl so much. But
okay,
but because
it
your but because the attention, but maybe your daughter is
mhm.
afraid to get more attention. You know,
I think
you
what
get
happens
that.
is
You know.
everybody's different. I think my daughters, all they want me to do is be happy. I've been a
Yeah.
single father. I've been single for a long
How
time,
long
so
you have been single? How long
13
you been
years.
single? 13 years. And how many girlfriends that you introduced to your daughter? How many
None,
girlfriends that had you
none.
and your
None.
none?
I focus my years on my daughters. I've introduced them to friends. I've had friends. Like I'm a very, like I like meeting friends and being like cool with people. So I introduced them to females. Yeah. I mean, I've gone out to lunches and stuff. But
You haven't.
relationships, no.
How about those who dated the girls that you dated before? Have you introduced them? Yeah, I'm that type of
I introduce my
person.
daughters to everyone. I'm my daughters are my best friends. I introduce them to everyone. If they happen to be in the area, they'll call me and like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm having lunch with someone." They're like, "Hey, can we come by?" I was like, "Of course you can come by," and we'd all have lunch together. I don't hide any woman from my kids because my kids, their number one priority. It depends because I raised them like that. I raised them to be
Oh,
happy and as good as they can and always encourage a good thing. So they want me. They're like, they are you going to the Philippines again? I said, yeah. He goes, I can't wait till you go. Maybe you're gonna find a good. So they're open to it. They
uh,
in I've
also
been
you
lucky.
haven't. Yeah, you haven't tried to introduce any woman to your daughter yet. So you never know the the expression, the uh, you know
Well, that's okay. That's okay. Like I mentioned, my
you
daughters
haven't
my
you
daughters are
haven't
everything to
seen
me.
you haven't seen the reactions. You haven't
That's
seen the
okay.
reactions yet when
No,
you introduce it.
no,
If
but
ever
that's
you
okay.
have a girlfriend soon, no, you never
Jo-
know. You never know. So
no, Jojo,
let's see.
it's still
Wait,
okay.
let
Yeah,
me finish. I'm not done yet.
go ahead.
Joke only. So
No,
what
that's okay.
if you like rabbit QB? You like rabbit QB. Yeah. Is there any chance that you're gonna like Rabs QB? Do you answer me
Anybody,
yes or
any,
no?
I mean, anything's a possibility. She's a good person. Is anything's a possible. Hold on one second. Anything's a possibility.
Anything is possibility. So there's any 1% chance that okay.
Hold on. Hello.
So I can't hold on.
Hey.
Hello everyone. Hello Rose
Okay.
Avenue. So this is Jojo. So how
Sis,
about the
are
other
you
guy?
drunk?
How about you, Mister? No, I'm not drunk. I'm too high for my medicine right now. I just took my medicine. So, how about Mr. David? Mr. David, right?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. David. How long are you married?
How long have I been married?
Yeah, how long have you married?
Um, almost 2 years.
Almost 8 years?
Two. Dos.
2 years, 2 years. So,
Dos
for,
años.
oh, okay. For those years, how much do you know your wife?
In what way?
And
Specifically, what are you asking me?
emotions, love, oh, like that. Are you secure with the love that she? I mean,
Oh yes,
uh,
yes, I'm
yes,
secure.
and then
Yes. Hmm.
oh, that's good. And then she fulfilled the needs that you want, right?
Of course.
Of course, that's a very good answer. Okay, but so you support the side of the Filipina woman. I mean, this Filipina woman, your wife, is a Filipina,
Hmm.
of course. You know the culture of our of Philippines, right?
Yes.
So because we Filipina loves to help our extended family.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
So you don't block those help like that. You support. Do you support?
You talking about financially?
Financially, yes, like that.
Do I support her extended family?
Yeah, the parents of the girl, like that.
To a certain extent, it depends on the situation and what it's for and things of that nature.
Ah, okay. That's
It's a case. It's on a case by case basis because you have, and that's only with the parents, the mother, the father, and the siblings. I will help like that. But when it comes to cousins and aunts and uncles, it's because you do have some family members that take advantage. I've seen that happen
mm-hmm.
here in the Philippines where they see the foreigner and they all they see is dollar signs, and they try to get money from the foreigner,
Mm-hmm.
and it causes a strain. It causes a strain with the Filipina and the foreigner because it's always the family trying to extract money uh, from the foreigner. That can become a problem. So it's on a case by case basis.
Ah,
I'll help out for needs, not wants.
okay. So, is your wife is working?
No,
Working? No.
no, she's
Uh,
taking
uh,
care of the baby
okay.
right now. That's
So,
that's a lot of work.
do you give
that's
money,
that's a big
or
job.
Yes, sir.
does she need to ask money from you, or do you give free money from her? I mean, allowance like that. Does she need to ask money from you?
Well, you don't start nothing that you can't finish. You don't start nothing that you're not going to continuously have happen. So again, it's on a case by case basis.
Ah,
What's needed.
what?
Because it's not separate. It's both of us. It's the income of both of us, regardless of who's making the money. You
Mhm.
know, bills have to be paid and whatnot. So what's needed is given.
Mhm.
We're
David,
not on a want system. We're not on the want system.
Great answer, brother. Great answer.
We're on a
David,
need system.
Sorry, Malu Martin has a question for you. How do you like the Philippines so far?
I love the Philippines. I love living here. Uh, you do have I do have certain issues that I have, but it doesn't go beyond some of the issues that I have in America. But I love living here. It's only the only downside is the options of foods. Um, because you can have every kind of type of food in America, but here, I mean, the menu is pretty small.
Yeah,
You
that's true.
know,
You don't go through that in Manila though. They got everything.
yeah, but here I mean, you can always go to different malls and certain places for you to get what you want. But I'm talking about, living within the barangay.
Hmm.
You pretty much, you know, your options are not. You don't have the same type of options, and so that's something to get used to. Um, and generally, Filipinos are nice people, but you do have some rude ones. You do have
Hmm.
some rude ones, and being as though I'm a foreigner, I try to navigate that very carefully. You
Hmm.
know, because give you one example where some Filipinos they like to just jump the line. You're in line standing for like a meal or food or something like that. They'll come right up and just get in front of you.
I don't go for that, bro.
And
I say something every
well,
time.
well, well,
I'm sorry.
this is what I'm saying, Jay. This is what I'm saying, Jay. I'm from North Philly,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
so right off put it this way. I'm from up north, so you can
yeah,
relate
yeah,
to
yeah.
that.
Yeah, of course.
So being as though I'm bigger and I'm a foreigner, and it's not always a man doing it. This
Yeah, I
is
know.
females doing
It's
it
mostly
too.
women. Yep, yep.
Yeah. And so I have to, be a certain type of way,
Yeah, yeah, true.
and responding, you know. But it's so generally, like I said, I love it. It's a great place to live. I love the culture, but you do have your little downside. So I just don't like to paint a picture of something that's so glorious, and there's nothing. I like to sprinkle a little of what's really going on as well, to be fair. You know what I mean? Because
You know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy though, Dave? You can't really
yeah.
talk about it. I remember I made a video talking about what happened in the restaurant to me, and they
Mhm.
took it like I was bashing the whole Philippines. That's the one thing on YouTube. Filipinos are extremely sensitive. Not all,
Well,
Right,
but a lot.
well,
right,
if you notice, it's okay. But see, that's the thing. It's double standard. I don't even know if they know what a double standard means. No
Yeah,
offense,
yeah,
but it's okay when they do it,
exactly. It's
and it's
true.
okay when they talk about what happens and everything. But if you try to do it, all hell no, all hell breaking loose on that one.
Hmm. You know, it's crazy,
right,
Nico. In the video, I had to delete it because it was so bad. In the video, I was defending Filipinos. The reason why I was complaining about it is because the lady said that she had to. I said, I don't want this. I don't want this. I want this. I meant to order this, and then I kept, insinuating, hey, look, this is what I want. And then she said, no problem, sir. I'll pay for it. So I
right,
was upset that she said she would pay for it. I'm like, what do you mean you
Hmm.
would pay for it? I said, no, the restaurant should take care of that. She said, no, sir, I'll pay for it. And I told her, I said, look, if you have to pay for it, I'm gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
I would
right,
rather me
right.
pay for it than you pay for it. And
That's
I was
right.
talking about that, and people were bashing me. Oh, you shouldn't be complaining. Like I'm like, oh man, you're kidding me.
Well, why not complain? You got if you're not happy with the service, regardless of the point,
You're gonna complain.
it's still a service.
Mhm. Well, no, it
Yeah,
wasn't even a service. Actually, I made a. This is what happened. I ordered a meal, right? I ordered the wrong
Yeah.
thing. The waiter came back out. It was like maybe 20 seconds later. I said, "Hey, look, I ordered the wrong thing because they had the menu. The items were bunched up together." I said, "I ordered the wrong thing. I want to change it to the one next to it." Oh well, sir, they already
right.
started cooking. We can't change it. I'm like, you just went back there a minute ago. What do you mean you can't change it? I'm
Hmm.
not trying to hear that. I'm like, what do you mean you can't change? You just went back there. And then so
Right,
he's like, no, babe, just eat it. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to just eat that. And,
right, right,
and so
right.
I'm like, I want to speak to the manager. You know how that goes. And then the manager
Yeah,
came,
yeah.
and he happened to have a business and a restaurant in California. And also he had one in New York because he named the mall that was up the street from where I lived when I was in New York. And so when he told me that, I was upset with the guy already. Like, what are you doing out here making these people pay for their food? And you got
Right.
restaurants in Los Angeles and in New York, and you know damn well you can't do that there.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So why are you doing it here? He's like, oh, well, sir, no. He thought I was giving him a bad review or something like that. I'm not like that. I gave him no review. Never even mentioned the restaurant in the video.
Yeah.
Because I
Right,
just don't do that.
right.
Yeah, that's happened to me a few times, and then it's funny because the people that I'm with, the Filipinos, are like, no, no, it's okay. I say, no, no, you guys think we're making a big deal, but you know, it's something that we don't get used to because we can make a mistake. It's okay. Let's
Hmm.
fix the mistake.
Right.
You know, and a lot of them, a lot of Filipinos, they're like, no, no, no. They're very humble. They're very quiet. They won't get confrontational. They're like, I'm gonna know if I ordered chicken, but I meant beef, then put them both on there, but I still want that one, you know. But
Exactly.
they, if you carry in with the Filipinos, they're like, no, 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 it's okay. So, no, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying I don't want to eat. I made a mistake, and they like, let's move past this. No,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but see, you know, I see somebody right here that Filipinos are sensitive.
Hmm.
I mean, I get that. I had a guy bash me because he said all I do is complain in my videos. Okay, my whole thing. First of all, I do complain, but that's not all I do. But if it's bad service or it's something that's going on that I wouldn't like or another Filipino wouldn't like, why can't I say anything about it? You know, bad, just like you said, bad service, that's universal. I don't care where you at. If you have bad service, that's just bad service.
Hmm.
I we had my Wi-Fi went out on Sunday.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm with PLDT. My Wi-Fi went out on Sunday. I was in there on Monday, like, yo, my Wi-Fi is not working. So the
Yeah,
lady
yeah.
she tells me I'll put in uh, a service ticket, and it can take up to 7 days
oh hell,
for them to wait. Let me finish. Let me finish.
I know what you're talking
It take up to 7 days for them to come. Now, I live in Panacon, and the place is in Sasa. So you're talking about maybe a 5 minute car ride.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, 5 to 10 minute car ride, depending on traffic, Filipino traffic. Uh, so I'm not understanding that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you right up the street. You know what's going on? Like, you know what I mean? I don't have Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? You know, that's how I make my money. You know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? And they all real casual about it, like, it's
it's okay.
because I believe they contracted out. I believe they contract out those type of services.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I gotta deal with it. You know, it is what it is. I'm not in my country. You know what I mean? And I'm not about to get on the lady, because she just doing her job. You know, she don't have nothing to do with nothing. But
Yeah.
service like that, I got a problem with that. And then when I'm talking about prorating my my Wi-Fi service,
Hmm.
because I pay for the month. You know what I'm saying? I pay for the month, and I'm going 6 days, 7 days without it. Oh, you need to prorate my bill.
Yep.
I don't think that's something. I don't think that's too much to ask. You want your money every month? I
Hmm.
want my service every month. You know what I'm saying? But it's situations like that,
And that,
where
it's crazy because that has nothing to do with the Filipinos. It's the businesses.
right. Exactly.
It's not the people.
Exactly.
It's the businesses
Exactly.
in the Philippines that get away with murder.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So I say it's not personal.
Yeah, it's not personal.
It's not personal. It's just what it is.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's what it is. Don't get bothered, upset at me because y'all always complaining or whatever. You know.
You know what's funny though? You know what's funny? Because even Kate does it. It even works here when you complain. See, people don't know. Sometimes people think, oh, you have to be extra humble. You can't call companies complaining. But no, you have to do that because it still works here. That happened with me with Globe, and I called them up. I said, hey, look, I need someone out here right now. I'm paying top dollar. I need someone to get here in a day or so. They got there the next day. I went through the same thing. They got there the next day and they fixed my internet service.
Right.
Because
Well, you know what it is. A lot of times we all have to remember as foreigners that they work in the turtle system.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is, yes, sir, we'll get there as soon as we can. But a lot of them businesses and a lot of the customer service, they deal with a lot of Filipinos that when it's time for us to step up to the plate, they're in a situation that they're shell shocked. They're like, I don't know what to do because they've always gotten their way. When you tell it, for the most part, a Filipino can walk in and they'll be like, and they're like, okay, mom, no problem, 2 or 3 days. And I'm like, okay, so you're gonna reimburse me, you're gonna take care of me on the bottom end because I just pay, you guys have billed me the whole month, but I only have 5 days. Oh no, no, sir, we don't do that. I said, what do you mean you don't do that? You bill me for something. So you just gotta let them know. And something, there's no difference. They can fix it. They can, they can help fix it. It's just some people they've become accustomed to not saying anything because it's probably the better thing to do because they don't want to make a scene. But you're not making a scene. Uh, getting the stuff that you pay for.
No, it's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's true, and a lot of people get taken back by that. I feel, don't get me wrong, when I complain, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not cursing anybody out.
Exactly.
You know what it is? I've been in customer service and sales all my life, and the first thing they told us is you never tell a person no.
No, exactly.
Never start out with no. You say, "Let me see what I can do. Let me go speak to my supervisor or my manager. Let me see what I can do." I was in the store. I bought sneakers. I came right back. I said, "Hey, look, the sneakers don't work for me. I got them on right now. I'm walking in the mall. They were like the rubber shoes." I said, "Look, no, I want you to return them and get my money back." Kay was like, "They're not going to give you your money back." I said, "Kay, I'm going to get my money back." I went in there. I said, "I want to speak to the manager," and I got my money back. Because I wasn't causing the scene. I just let them know, "Hey, look, I got the shoes on right now. I just walked out of here 10 minutes ago. They're uncomfortable. Sir, you have to buy something else." "No, I don't want to buy anything else in your store. These shoes were uncomfortable already."
Yeah.
So I want my money, and they gave it to me, and I was respectful to the guy. Of course, I raised my tone a little bit, but sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny how you said that because they had a Payless. They have a Payless in SM Cebu, right? And I wasn't really looking to. I was looking for those beat up shoes. You take them, you run around the beach and stuff. You can beat the hell out of them. So I found a really good pair. But in the beginning, they were feeling comfortable. For some reason, they were hurting the back of my foot. So I walked in and I said, "Hey, listen, this is very uncomfortable. This is not working for me." In the beginning, I walked around the store, but then I took the little socks that they got. It felt comfortable, but then I ended up wearing the no seam socks, but mine were pretty thick. And they kept rubbing and rubbing. I'm like, "Listen, can I change it for something else?" "Well, sir, we don't have your size. You're going to have to buy something else." I said, "Listen, I understand that making sales is going to help you, and it's going to, and I am in no way, shape, or form trying to stop you from making a living, but I'm not leaving here without my money because I just walked out of the store and they're uncomfortable, and I would like my money back because that is, oh no, sir, purchases are final." I'm like, "And where does that say here on the sign?" I said, "Can I speak to a manager, please?" And they're like, "Sir, it's okay. You don't need to speak to a manager." I'm like, "Listen, I'm not trying to get you in trouble. I'm just trying to tell you that if they don't have my size and that's the shoe that I wanted, I'll just try to find something somewhere else." And they're like, "Well, sir, I'm like, it took like 5 or 10 minutes. And I just sat there, let them all talk, and I'm like, "So what have you decided?" Because, like I said, I'm not, not leaving until we have an agreement here and understanding. If you got another pair of shoes that look similar, then we'll take them. The manager's like, "Listen," it was more like, "Listen, just give them the money," kind of thing. But 9 out of 10 times, it doesn't always work because they're used to getting their way.
It's crazy. MJB in the P2B, he said, they have to wait too. I do understand that. I do wait. Like, say for instance, when it took me 3 weeks to get my cable service, you have to wait for things like that. But I feel if there's an issue, I believe they should work harder to, get out here and fix it. And it works usually. Sometimes you need to complain, no matter what country you're in. Not be disrespectful, but you need to say what's on your mind.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times they also, MJB, and you got to remember MJB and the other gentleman, that a lot of them procrastinate. In the Philippines, it's procrastination. They do it when they want to do it. And it shouldn't be like that because when they ask me for the money, they got my money. You see what I'm saying? They got my money. They get it every month. There's no issues. I can understand, like, Jay said, it's something they can't control. But they haven't even made an attempt. They're like, "Oh no!" They didn't even pick up a phone. they didn't say anything. They're like,
Yeah.
no, no, sir, there's nothing I can do. You haven't even picked up the phone. What's going on? Oh, no, no, it'll be 7 days. I say, no, it won't be because now I understand that you just don't want to do, you want to make that extra effort to make that phone call or to help me out. So now we are going to help me out right now.
Mm-hmm.
Jojo,
I think JoJo's all.
I think you
Jojo
need
had a
to
question.
sleep.
Yes, I'm still
Jojo had
here.
another
Yes,
question.
hello. I'm still here.
I have a question for Sis Jojo.
No question for me because we haven't yet finished with friend Nico.
I have a question for Sis Jojo. Are you
Yeah.
single and ready to mingle?
Of course, I'm always been single. My gosh, is that all? That's easy. Hard question,
Yes, I got a question, Jojo.
please. Okay, no problem. Bring it
Um,
on, Nico. I can answer that. Okay. What are you eating, Nico? I
I
forgot
am
to ask.
eating right here. I'm eating chicken breast.
Chicken breast.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh,
With some
okay.
barbecue sauce. I grilled some chicken breast.
Mm.
Um, my question to Jojo is this:
Okay, gotta sleep now.
Jojo, do you have let me see, in you helping foreigners or other people on your chat line um find relationships? Do you feel that for the most part it works out, or it doesn't really work out? Do you know what I mean?
Maybe I think the correct answer, the correct question for that, is there any successful relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Well, well, no.
But
Well,
why do you think that's the
so
case though, Jojo? Why do you think
what?
that's the case where there's no successful, you know?
I think the first one, it worked for like 3 weeks. I guess that LDR is not really for them. Long distance, it's
Mm,
really difficult. I mean, the long distance relationship, you need to,
Yeah.
so you need to invest more time, trust, like that, and
mm-hmm.
then there's some miscommunication between the two. So they always go back with me and help and asking help what they should do. So I told them, okay, you should stop both of you. Well, I
Hey Kay, I
guess
got a
it didn't
question.
work because yeah, it depends. Yeah, okay, bye.
Hey Kay, I got a question for you.
I'm leaving now. I'm kidding. Yes, what's your
Okay,
question?
Kay, are
okay,
you
next
single and
question,
ready to
bye.
mingle?
No, I'm not single. I'm pretty much in love. happy,
Awesome.
happy in a relationship.
You better
There you
be.
And
go.
wow.
You better be. You better be happy.
But if Jay is not here, I'm single.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. No, I'm
You know what, Nico? Nico. It's like
Yes.
it's like what you were talking about, the customer service problem. That's what happened to my to to the matchmaking that I did. So mostly of my customers complain, so I cannot handle anymore the problem.
Yeah.
So that's why it didn't work out for both of them. So I told them, so they better they better stop. If that's it.
Well,
Sis
I think you do.
Jojo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
Yes.
closing your company?
Yeah. I'm about to close my company. I'm about to extend my company in Vietnam. I'm gonna find a Vietnamese woman.
Oh, you're gonna find
Oh.
Vietnamese woman.
Yeah.
Why
No
them?
joke. No joke only. Okay. Well, anyway, Nico, have you been
Yes.
in Thailand?
I'm going to Thailand. I have not. I have a lot of time where I live and where I'm from. There's a lot of Cambodian. There's a lot of Vietnamese. There's a lot of Thailand. There's a lot of Chinese. So I grew up with the culture in the area, in the streets that I grew up with. I grew up with a lot of people from Thailand and everything. It would be awesome to go.
Okay.
Why? Do you have anybody in mind that you're gonna introduce me to?
Yeah, Thai people.
Mm. Let me ask you a question. That's a pretty good question. Um, have you already? Do you feel like you've exhausted the options of the Filipinas? Now you're gonna try to see if you can help Thailand, or you're going to help anybody and everybody.
No, I'm just helping anybody who's free.
Okay, I got you.
I think JoJo should just be a pimp and just,
I think so. I think so.
Woo!
I think so. She'll make a killing. She
We
will
have a
Madonna.
definitely
question
make a
Nico,
killing.
here
don't
from Juan
don't look
Carrera.
anywhere. Rebel Scooby is ready to mingle.
is
She's just
Did Verbex leave
waiting.
us and
You
go
know what?
live? I think she left
Yeah,
us.
I,
no, she's still listening. And you know what,
Oh,
Nico?
okay, there she goes. Hi,
Rebel
Verbex.
Scooby, she's just waiting for the lunch, dinner, breakfast.
no, I can't have it all, Jojo. She said I can only have lunch. No breakfast, no lunch, no dinner, just
Oh, come
lunch.
on, it's because she said so that she can only have lunch. Then you're gonna stop. You're not gonna pursue. That's all you got. You're not gonna pursue. You're gonna push. No push to the limit.
That's true because then the dinner turns to breakfast in bed, so she has to protect herself.
Brothers, I'm telling you, Jay, I'm telling you, I have the worst luck. I'm telling you, lunch, and I'll be like, all right, gotta go. My head is so like 10 days ahead. I wouldn't know if it kicked me in the face. I swear.
Hmm.
I have a follow-up question for Nico in regards with Sis Jojo's question because
Yes.
Nico mentioned about qualities that he likes to a woman. What if you all the qualities that you mentioned is there to that woman except that your daughter doesn't like that girl?
Get out.
Okay.
Yeah,
What you
yeah,
gonna do? That's
yeah.
my question.
Okay. My answer to that is I love my kids more than anything in the world, and that's the way it should be. Not everybody's like that, but I love them to death. But they don't dictate what where my happiness lies.
Yeah.
Boom.
Plus, your daughters are older too, right?
Yeah, and my daughters, ever since I have taught them that
Hmm.
one day daddy's going to find someone, and I hope that you guys understand that she's gonna try to play a role in daddy's life. That's very important, and a partnership is very important. And my young one in the beginning was like, "Well, daddy, I'm the baby." I'm like, "You are my baby forever." She is my baby for my lifetime. We both can play this part together. We can both. And ever since she was young, thank God, I respect their choices, and they will respect her. They will not disrespect her, but I cannot make them like her. As long as I care for her, and in time, they might see that she really does care. They do worry. Dad, be careful. You're going to the Philippines or you're going to another country. You know how women are. They're going to try to take you for your money. And I'm like, now let me ask you a question. Do you think Daddy's that stupid? Oh, no, no, no. I know how you are. I know how you are. And I was like, that's what you should be focusing on. Thank you for the concern, and we will always talk. But yeah, if they don't like her, that's something they're going to have to deal with.
Yeah, that's true. And it's funny because that happened to me too, and it happened to Dave, and it happens to most of the guys that come here. People don't realize that it's offensive to you when they say, "Hey, well, it's a lot of scammers over there," and
Right.
what if the girl just wants you for your money? It's insulting you as like you insulting me, right? Like that you would think I'm
Yeah.
that stupid to go over
Yeah,
there and get robbed. I mean, not if you get robbed like when you get there, that's different. But
yeah.
still, to be dealing with a woman that you can tell how a woman is if you talk with her on Skype. You can tell, from conversations. You're not gonna just go over there, and of course you're gonna be cautious whatever you're doing, you know,
Right.
but not be scared at the same time. But people don't realize that they're offending you when they say things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, Tay, I got a question for you.
Go ahead. Wow.
Do Fi- do Filipinas feel that way about foreigners. Like when they come in, they feel like, oh, my son doesn't like you, or my daughter does is not going to know. She doesn't feel good around you. She doesn't. Will a Filipina tell a foreigner or a significant other, especially a foreigner, because there's a lot of foreigners marrying a lot of Filipinos? Do you feel that a Filipino would be like, hey, I'm sorry, my daughter doesn't like you, or do they tell their children, no, you have no, how do they react to that?
Well, again, can you ask the question? I'm just joking.
No,
So,
I
don't
don't
worry.
mind.
No, no, I know. I understand what you're trying to say. Well, in my opinion, it
Again,
depends
again.
on. Sis Jojo, I already construct my sentence.
Loading, loading. Me too. I'm loading.
Oh my, I forgot. No, I think it depends on how you, because I'm not having a kid yet, so I don't know. But as a teacher, it depends on a person. Like it depends on how you are being, how you will tell it to your kid, like how you gonna treat the foreigner. I really don't know. Again, question
Well,
again, please.
Well,
Well, I think
I got this. Well, I'll tell you that Kay, it depends on the situation, I guess, because Kay, her whole family was in Manila, and all of her sisters were working. They all graduated. They all graduated college. So it's a different situation than when a guy could be dealing with a Filipina that doesn't have much or doesn't have an education. So her family, I mean, when I came, her father, he was still around. I had to speak with him. Me and Kay were actually staying together right away. But the reason why he didn't mind because he wanted to make sure that I was there for her. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I respected him for that because he wasn't on a situation to where he tried to make it seem like, oh, how some families do. Oh, we have to go with her everywhere when you go on your dates. It was nothing like that with her family.
Well, I think Jay, my father trusts me already. I'm already
Hmm.
old enough, and I'm already like I think that was I was 31 years old when you come here, or 30 years old.
Yeah.
So I'm already old enough, and if your parent trusts you, it's okay for you to do, because I already independent for a long time. So my father trusts me, when it comes to dealing with that. But when it comes to foreigner, it depends on the family. My family doesn't really like. They are very amazed that Jay was able to come here to the Philippines, that Jay was able to make it, and they're
Hmm.
very happy for me because I really want to find someone who will, truly love me and respect me or whatsoever.
excuse
So
me.
it this Jojo. Oh my gosh, I lost my words.
I heard a cat. Sorry. That's the
Sis
eye.
Rebex, can you help me, please?
Okay. Okay, go. You can do it, Kay. Itayo mo ang mga bandera ng Pilipina.
So it depends,
Kaya mo yan,
Nico, for
Madam
your
K.
question. Nico, it depends on
It depends
on the
upon the
person.
situation
It
on
depends,
how you
yeah.
understand Nico, okay? Done.
Got you.
Period.
And also it depends on how you understand the accent. That's
And it depends on how you understand the culture. Okay? I thank you. And the winner goes to Kay.
You need to ask David. What's the reaction of David? What's the reaction of your wife, family, or your when you come to the Philippines and meet your girlfriend?
Good question.
Yeah.
What was their
David.
reaction?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes. When you first come to the Philippines.
Well, when I first came, my angel and her two sisters met me at the airport, uh, and and they were very very inviting. They were very nice, and just trying to take in my body language, my words. They were filling me out. Basically, I mean,
You're being
I know when
interrogated, right?
someone's sizing me up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I
yeah,
wasn't being interrogated, but I was definitely being sized up for body language and
yeah. Hmm.
the whole nine like that. So I was just being me, you know. I was
Yep.
just being myself,
Hmm.
and so I was comfortable. and at the same time realizing what's going on. So the next day, I met her parents, and I had already seen them during a video chat. While I'm video chatting with Angel, I say hello to them, and so they already knew about me and everything. So I mean, it was a good meet. I mean, everything felt comfortable. Because listen, when you don't have an agenda, when you don't have
Yep.
any issues that you're coming to the family with, or some kind of ulterior motive
Mhm.
uh, to the table, then everything is comfortable. Because actually, most people react off vibes. If they have a bad vibe about, they're reacting to that. So I was just natural myself. I was
Yeah.
I didn't have any problems. It was a very good meeting. The first meet when I met her parents.
Yeah. First impression lang.
And also, I just want to share when Papa met my husband Jay. He said, "Are you going to marry my daughter?"
Oh yeah,
That's the
right
first
away.
question of my Papa.
Wow, right away, like off the
Yeah,
rip.
he was
What are
dead
you
serious.
doing, Jay? Jay, what are you doing? My daughter.
No, he want to make sure nobody's trying to, just gonna impregnate his daughter and leave. I understand him.
He's doing what he's supposed to do. That's right. He's
I'll
doing
be
what
the
he's supposed
same.
to
I'll be
do.
the same way. I respected it, and it wasn't. He wasn't too much like I hear stories of how it happens out here. I've never seen it, but I hear stories, and sometimes families can be overboard, but that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
And my head is like, "I love you, Papa."
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question, Jay.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you feel like your life will be mainly in the Philippines? Do you think you'll ever bring her back to the United States? Do you think it'd just be best uh, to
Oh, of
stay there
course.
because of what would happen here?
Well, no, of course, because I definitely wanted to meet my fam. I know she'll blend with them, very well. So I definitely want her to meet my family, especially my immediate family, and I want her to experience the U.S. My thing is I just don't want to live there for good. I know my money can go much farther in other places.
Yeah.
So that's why I choose this part of the world as far as the Philippines. You know, that's why I'm happy with Kay. I can go to Thailand. I can go to
You better be.
any any one of these countries. Also, see the thing with K is we clicked also on a business level. That was the thing with us that was so beautiful because before I came here, I don't know if you know the story. Me and Kay was doing a business together. We had an online call center.
Oh no, I didn't know. No,
Yeah.
I think yeah, I followed you. I started following you like somebody just hey, you got to see this, and I started following you, and then of course, then you start realizing how many subscribers you got, and then all of a sudden it took me a while, but yeah, I didn't know. So you guys all started off as friends.
No, no, we started off together, but we were
Oh,
actually
okay,
talking online, and we would be on Skype running the business together every night. So what she was doing was she was a teacher in Thailand. She would get home and still punch the clock with me to help me train people to do sales.
that's awesome. That is awesome.
So yeah, me and her clicked on the same level as far as business. It was just everything was perfect. It was perfect. And then Kay, she left her teacher's job and came back to the Philippines and waited here for me for 8 months. I made sure she got her pay. I made sure she was getting equal to because she was making $800 a month. So I was making sure she was getting equal to plus of what she was making while she was working as a teacher. So it made sense for her to go back. She got the apartment ready for me. It was fully furnished. So when I came, I only had $100 in my pocket because I already had case set up here.
Waiting and crying. So when he came, we'll be the babies. Okay.
Yeah, I
So
did make
now,
a wait for quite a while,
Wow.
man. It was harsh on me.
hey, what is it? Distance or distance makes a heart grow. What is that old saying?
Founder, founder, yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, founder. Yeah, I believe in that. I believe in the more. That's why I know QB is just waiting and waiting, and she's like, it's 2.5 more months. I'll be there, QB. It's okay. Just take it easy. I
Oh,
will be there.
oh.
I'm trying
the
to.
feeling of waiting is really different. I just want to share my point of view when I was waiting for Jay. I really don't know if I know our love is strong, even we never met. It's a
And
long
let's
distance
grow
relationship,
stronger.
but you never know. Is he coming? What if he finds
What if
someone there
he
in
have
US? Is
you?
he coming? Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
What
Trust
is
but
this?
verify.
What if he
Mhm.
will scam you?
He will what?
Yeah.
He will scam. There's a lot on online, going on, like
Yes,
a
you have a
lot of
lot of
scammers
competition, sis.
in on no, not competition, a lot of scammers in online. They're gonna ask you money at the end.
Oh, that's
Meet me
true.
at the airport, but before you meet me, send me money.
Oh, I
Oh
see. I
yeah.
experienced
It
that, but I'm
happens
not gonna
here in
share it.
Thailand. One of my friends
I experienced that.
almost victim, almost got scammed.
Sis
Yeah, that
Jojo,
happened with
I
me
will
as
tell you
well.
my experience, but I'm not gonna tell her in the live. Once we meet, I will tell you my experience about I experienced that, sis. I will let you
Wow,
know.
can't wait,
Yes,
can't
yes.
wait to do
The
your
chismo. Give me the chismo.
That gave
Both
me.
No
sides.
chismoso here. No chica minute.
no chica minute. Okay, no chica minute. Yeah.
I
But
love
I
it,
hope you
George.
guys realize how hard to have a long distance relationship for a girl. So
Yeah, it
once
was
you
crazy.
find, Nico, once you find a girl for you, if you
Yeah,
think that she's the one, you need
yeah, she's
to.
the one, and don't make any more promises, okay, Nico?
Yes,
Because
because
I
promises
don't
are
make.
made broken.
we're
I
Please.
am transparent. I don't make promises. I'm transparent. What you see is
Very
what you
good.
get, and that's it. I'm not there. I'm not ever there or anywhere to break anybody's heart. But the thing is that everybody always seems not. I'm not saying you ladies. I'm just saying a lot of Filipinos point a finger and always blame the guy, the guy, the guy, the guy. But women have to take responsibility for themselves as well, and they
Hmm.
can't assume and a lot of men like me, I don't give you the wrong impression, but a lot of women's like, oh, but I thought, what you thought and what I didn't show are two different things.
Hmm.
And a lot of women don't want to take responsibility for that either because their assumption is not my problem. You know what I mean? And then they think, oh, you're so cold hearted. I'm not cold hearted. It's just a lot of foreigners. They go there, and they have a great time, and they're very honest, um, and they're misinterpreted, and that's their fault. And I also got to give it, I also got to give it to one side as well as the other side. So I'm not going to go over there to hurt anybody. I want to go over there, have a great time, vlogging, videos. I mean, pictures. I want to go out and have a good time and see the culture and go out and hit the corners of the provinces that many only the barangay and people that live there know. I'm going to go out and if anything comes my way, then it's a different story. But I'm not going there to make any promises or hurt anybody.
So you
Right.
pretty much want to go there and be the Puerto Rican Cal Jenner.
Mm-hmm. All day. And then if I have a lot of subscribe. I have a lot. I subscribe to a lot of women that do makeup, and they're always like, I can't wait till you get here. I'm gonna put makeup on you. I said, listen, I'm very comfortable. If you want to use me as a test dummy, go for it. We're good.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm
Not
gonna ask you a question.
who me?
In Yeah, I think all of you, Char.
Okay.
Okay, who do you think you should handle the relationship? It should
Who
be,
do you think should handle the relationship?
yes,
Both parties. It's not a 50-50. It's 100 and 100.
it should be both.
I think both. I think Filipinos have. I heard somebody tell me yesterday on a live show. Well, a Filipina likes a man. A Filipina doesn't show by telling you. A Filipina shows by showing you. And a real man should know where he stands and what he needs to do to step up to the plate. But he shouldn't do all the work because if he does all the work, then one party gets lazy, and then the only one holding that relationship together is one person, and it's supposed to be a team effort. That's just my opinion.
Well, I agree. But mostly sometimes when it comes to emotion or I know, I think
Decision, yeah,
girl will
decision,
be the one to
decision,
handle. But it's
yeah. How
still
about decision?
against his.
decision making like that. Who do you think you should follow? Do you follow? How about Jay? Do you follow K or K? Do you I mean, who's authoritarian in your relationship? There's someone who's you know, the one who should handle strong enough to handle the relationship. I mean, you know, you know, you know. That's it. Okay, Kay.
Jay, answer first, then I will answer
Yeah,
after. Make
who's
sure you
authoritarian? I
answer
mean,
properly.
no, you should follow me. This is my idea. We should go this. No, I think we should better go there. No, no, there's who wins and decision making like that.
Where you at, Jay?
He's in the bathroom.
Jay is in mute. I was hearing him, but we
You don't want to
cannot hear
respond to
him.
that?
No, no. I was talking already. Can you hear me?
You're in mute,
Oh, now
Jay.
we can
We
hear
can
you. You
hear
was
you
on
Oh
now.
no,
mute.
what I was saying is well, how I handle my relationship is usually of course I'm the person that's the authority of the relationship, and usually what I say goes, but of course Kay makes decisions. It's not like, oh well, no, we can't do this, and I'm not one of those guys. I'm not a knucklehead. I listen to reason, and Kay has a lot of good reasoning. So there's a
Mhm.
lot of times where it's like, okay, you know what, I made this plan and it was wrong. It does happen. I'm not always right. I can make a plan
Right.
and it's wrong, and she can tell me about it, and it's like, okay, you know what? Now let me listen to what she has to say. So I
Right.
think that's where the 50-50 comes in, to where I run it past her, of course, and then she
Uh,
approves.
do you blame each other? I mean, you know, if one of you made a mistake or like that.
Of
Oh,
course, we
I
blame each
told
other.
you.
We're human beings,
There.
but we don't
Oh.
hold on to it though. Me and Kay can argue, and then 10 minutes later, it's like it never happened.
And
Right.
then you all always open this issue tomorrow. Um, no, every time that you made a mistake, and then you always open the issue like that. Are you like that,
Oh
Carl?
no, not at all. With her, it's funny. She's so sensitive. Like, say sometimes when she gets so sensitive that, like, say she can do something, and sometimes I don't want to say something to hurt her feelings, not even curse her out. Sometimes you could just talk to a woman a certain way, and she's offended. So I
Yeah.
try not to say something too much. One time I got so upset, I was in the street, right? I was by Moa, and I punched my hand like, "Arr!" And then she was so scared. I'm like, babe, I'm hitting my hands because I'm not gonna hit you. So, so I had to explain to her. So you have to let me get my anger out.
Ah,
Like,
okay.
I'm getting my anger up by and hitting my hands. And she got so scared. She was shaking. I'm like, babe, like, but it's a respect thing. I don't want to scare a woman, but she respects me. It's kind of good to know that, what, your woman respects you, and she does. And but she can get very sensitive.
But sis Jojo, we often fight. Mostly the fight, if ever we have misunderstanding, mostly is the direction when we go somewhere. But at the end of the day, we always talk about the situation. Sometimes I'm just gonna be quiet because if we have fight, I just totally quiet, and then he
Mm.
will be quiet, and then after I feel better, that's the time I'm gonna talk to him because I don't like to going back and forth shouting like la 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 la
Yeah,
because it
we
doesn't mean
trying to
Right.
we
anything.
try not to say nothing when we're angry. We wait until we cool headed.
Even
Right.
when I was single,
You
I
know.
used to do that. I don't like to going back and forth because sometimes you say something
Yep.
that will hurt your
It says,
partner.
Mhm.
and actually we learned that it was in a Bible study that we was doing together before I actually came here. Me and Kay were doing Bible studies together, and
Mm-hmm.
that was one of the Bible studies. It wasn't even teaching the Bible; it was teaching, like, relationships. And it was
Mm-mm.
like, when you get in an argument, or just stop talking until your head is calm, and then you speak later about it. And then most of the time, you calm down so much you don't even want to bring it up anymore. So
Right.
that's the route we take. But me and Kay, we both very strong minded, so we bump heads sometimes a lot.
Yeah, but I can say right now, it's like we both matured when it comes to us living together. But when his first
Oh,
few months here,
that
we have
was
some
crazy.
when we were planning for our wedding, we always bump head because it's
It
like
was every day.
I'm very independent. Jay is eldest, so we always bump head.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
at the end of the day, we still like we want to be together until we already know our attitudes and we're able to be
yeah.
adjust
It
to
was
each
crazy.
other.
It
I
was
think
a point
it's
like should
normal.
should I marry? I got to the point. It was like, should I even marry this woman?
What?
In my head, no, I did.
Oh,
No, I'm telling you the truth.
Let's
No,
file
you
a
know,
divorce.
sometimes you can be going back and forth so much. But you know what? It was a good thing. You know, if you're not going through situations like that, then there's no love. You know,
And sis
and
Right.
Jojo,
and
Jay is the
we
most
we really loved each
understanding
other. Yeah,
person.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
Sorry,
wow.
I just want to say it, Jay. You're the most understanding if ever we have fight. I like when he's
yeah,
like,
because
"Oh, I'm sorry, baby." Oh,
K's
I
not
said,
understanding. I
"Okay."
usually
Oh, so
gotta
Jay is the
mend
Wow.
it
one
up.
who.
You know.
Okay. The one who make you up first. Jay is the one who make the first move.
Go ahead, sis.
Well, actually, I'm the one who really makes
Absolutely
most of the other
kidding.
moves. You know.
So mostly Jay is the one. You're the
Yes.
one.
Well, yeah, have
The
to. You know,
number one.
as a man, you have to take the lead. You know,
Yeah.
So
as a
Okay.
sometimes I
man.
like when we have a misunderstanding because he
Yeah.
gonna be
Oh,
sweet,
oh
Baby,
man.
I'm
Oh, that's so
sorry.
sweet.
Yeah, she now she's gonna get to the bang, 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 bang.
Oh my God.
Noah,
You're telling us,
Noah.
Jay, that Sis J is
Rated
a nagger? Is she
SPG.
a nagger?
Is she what? No,
Yeah,
no, K's not a nagger.
answer that.
She's not a
I will
nagger.
not
That's
answer that.
good.
No, no. When we first really started really, because you really start getting to know a person when you're in person with them, and you know, yeah, she was a little bit of a nagger, but it kind of stopped, you know. But actually, when me and K first started talking, when me and K first started talking, she was she would nag online, and I would tell her, babe, you know what? You can't be nagging me online. I said, I'm not even here with you. I said, we definitely gonna stop
Wow, that's
talking.
so sweet.
I had to tell her that. Look, do you want
You're
to
a
be with me or
smart
no?
answer,
Because
Jay,
if you,
then.
you nag me, I don't think we're gonna be
Wife.
together.
Yeah.
And she understood that right away.
Rated
That's good.
SPG.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's why, sis, when you meet the guy and you living together is really different when you were
way
talking
different.
online.
Hmm.
Yeah, because that's the time you will adjust. And sometimes, if you love the person, is not you're not totally changed, but you need to adjust as well. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really don't
Yeah.
like to
Both of
lose
you should
Jay,
adjust.
and
Yeah.
as long as he's not having another girl, I will be the perfect.
I ain't going
Hey,
nowhere.
I love this man.
I ain't going nowhere.
So I think
Better be.
Because Jay is leaving, Jay is the one who moved in Philippines. I think Jay, on the part of Jay, is it difficult, Jay, living in Philippines compare in America?
Oh no, it was easy for me. Um, you know, what made it easier for me? Number one, you got to think of my name. When I first got here, I was treated like a superstar by people that didn't know me because oh, look, Maharis, look, Maharis,
Ah,
look,
okay.
Maharis. So you know, it was automatic. Everybody speaking Tagalog to me. I don't know what they're saying.
Ah,
I was kind of accepted right away because I blend in a lot with the Filipinos. So I kind of loved it. I'll be honest with you. I kind of
but
loved
when
it a lot.
Wait a minute. Sis Jojo has a lot of question. I have a question for Sis Jojo.
ah,
Sis
okay,
Jojo, are you dating
yes,
someone or are you currently dating?
wow, dating. Wow, that's too boring. That's a boring question. Oh my God. Well, no, because to be honest, in Thailand, Sis K, do you have still time to date? I mean, friendly
No, I
date?
don't.
No, no, I don't date in Thailand. I date outside Thailand.
Ano da?
No. I don't date in Thailand, here in Thailand.
If you
But I
don't date in Thailand, are you dating online at the moment?
online?
Yes.
No.
It doesn't sound convincing, Jojo.
Oh my gosh. Tell the truth, Madam Jojo.
Oh my gosh.
Lagot
Ay,
ka, lagot ka
Rebby.
kasi sa Rebex.
Oh my God,
Tell the
Rebby, please.
truth.
I'm not
We have a
serious.
butterfly. We have a
Yeah,
butterfly in our
Yes,
What
I
is
midst.
have
it?
friends. I have friends online, but not seriously. My gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about
Mm-hmm.
you,
It's
sis
true.
Rebex? Are you currently dating online or you're totally like, not right now, not at the moment?
Of
You
course,
know,
Rebix is, Nico
Madam
is,
K, you know
Yes.
already.
sino,
Okay.
sino yun?
No, because the guy, what happened to sis Rebex?
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
She
she's
mentioned that to me.
sis
For
Rebex is
sure.
trying to protect her heart right now, right, sis?
Okay, for sure,
Yeah, I
Nico will
understand.
not break your heart. Right, Nico?
no, I'm not that kind of person. But
You're not
again, it's
heartbreak. Nico, you're not heartbreaker, right?
Oi, guys,
no, no,
don't,
I don't
don't.
break
Not
hearts.
bone breaker.
No,
But
I wouldn't get. I would. I don't get involved unless I'm ready. And like I said, like I mentioned to her in the beginning. In the beginning, I was very interested, and then now I become more of a friend because after a while, I think she thought it was more as a joke than it was of
Mm-hmm.
being serious. So, and that's okay. And since she's not ready, and I am, I still have to move forward. And I appreciate. I really do like our friendship. And then I wish. I mean, I always hope that she moves past the pain because the pain's only going to stay there forever until you move past it.
I
it's
think Nico.
I
Yeah, go
gotta
ahead,
say
go
this
ahead.
real quick. It's hard on us guys. You women don't understand. We have to deal with the emotions. Then we have to test the waters. To see what kind of reaction you're gonna give us back. And then we have to make sure that okay, is she feeling it right now?
Hmm.
You women just sit there and get talked to, and then just reject us if you want us or not.
Yeah.
And also in regards with sis Rebex, she was recently, what happened to her. So that's why sis Rebex want, if ever, I think you need to really, if you really wanna, interested, maybe you should really, meet her, so she will know because what happened to her is like the guy really doesn't show
Oh
up.
Explain some
yeah. No.
more.
Just
Explain
Yeah.
say I
some
have
more.
a friend. I knew someone. I knew someone. Okay, sis, I knew someone that she met this guy, a foreigner guy. Then they spent together for like a week in Philippines because this guy came over here in Philippines and visited her, and then they spent together for a week, and then
Hmm.
after 1 week, this guy, yeah, this hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes,
Yes,
we can
this
hear you.
guy,
We can hear you.
after a week, this guy, yeah, he go back to the country, and then after that, they lost the communication. So
Yeah,
they
that
have
could
been
happen.
seen.
That's
So
that's
it's
that's a sad reality, Jojo, of what could happen.
yeah,
A guy can definitely go to the Philippines or any other country and then have fun for that week. Have sex and everything. Because if a girl is talking to you that long, of course she might give you some. And then just leave and never show up again. That's the sad reality of what could happen. But you know what?
yeah, that's
Sometimes you have to
sad.
take that risk, and or you never live life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then this girl thought that this could be the man. That after all the promises, the sweet talk like that, because I don't want to mention her name, but I know this girl. Yeah, we
It's
talk about this.
it's it's a gamble. It's like playing a lotto, with your heart. You have to
Yeah,
play. You have to be in the game. That's the sad thing, and it's usually harder for women to get over that.
Yeah.
So it's a sad thing, but it happens to us guys too.
Yeah.
Sure
We're
do.
not immune. We got feelings too. Yeah, it's true.
Hmm.
That's right.
okay,
We
okay.
have a heart
I got
also, guys.
feelings. I have emotions. I do. I can feel rejected sometimes. You do know that,
Yeah,
right?
No, no.
Aww.
we got feelings just like
Oh,
women. We just carry
sounds
it
like a
differently.
battlefield.
I
Okay.
might be buang, but I'm a buang with emotions.
Oh
You
my
know it's funny.
god.
I gotta tell you, ladies, this. Like when guys, like when we go out and we play the law of we have to play the law of averages, meaning we have to go out and talk to them and get rejected. That's like, but sometimes when we go talk to women, we get hurt at that moment. We may not hold on to it, but
Hmm.
when we get rejected, it's like, oh man, we feel that hurt for like that. But the more you get used to it, you only feel it for 10 seconds. You know, then later on in life, you may not feel it at all. But
Jay,
yeah,
it's different for a man because the man can court different woman, but girls is just waiting for we're waiting to be court. We're not like
then I think
it's
girls need to stop doing that.
Yes.
I
you
think
know
what I think girls
Hmm.
need to do. I think girls need to let it be known, like, hey, how you
Hmm.
doing? You give a guy a look. You
no,
don't
but
get
you're
shy
Yeah.
to look at the
Filipina.
guy.
It's
You know
You
what,
very
look him in
Jay?
his
Filipina.
face. A guy knows
Uh,
what you want. If you look a guy dead in his eye and give him that look, he knows to come talk to you. I think
Yep.
ladies should do that more because this is what ladies do. They'll look at you, and then they'll notice you looking at them, and then they turn their heads
Yep.
because they don't want to
Yeah.
make eye
Yeah.
contact.
Right. Right. Right.
The girls that I knew wanted me. They look dead in my eyes, and I knew right away I got to go talk to this girl.
Right.
Even if you sometimes
like,
the girl might even not be that beautiful, but guys go, you know what? This may not happen again for like the next year,
Yeah, but no, but you
like
but
you're
some
so
other
meeting
I gotta
them,
go
girls,
like,
talk to her.
Jay, you need to
Huh?
consider some other girls, especially Filipina. They are like
yeah,
shy
we
type, you
No,
Filipinas
know.
are very
no,
conservative.
no, it's not that.
Yes.
You know what happens? It happens with younger women. Younger women, they don't realize it though, but they stare in guys' eyes because they can't help themselves.
Now let's ask Sis Revex. Sis
No,
Revex, are
it's
you
true.
going to approach a guy or you gonna wait for a guy
No,
to
you don't have to
approach you?
approach a guy. You can look at a guy and he'll know that you.
Hmm.
You can look
Hey,
him in
Good.
his
What?
eye.
Give
the
them
last
look.
time
What,
I
Give
Madam
looked,
them
J?
look.
Look.
Yeah.
Give him a
Sis
look of interest. The guy's gonna
Jay,
talk to
Jay,
you.
let's ask Sis
so you're
Revex.
telling us,
What
Jay,
did
that
she
you should
say?
send
What
send a
she
guy a
say?
sign like that,
Yes.
send a message to a guy by staring at
Are you gonna
them
do like
in his
this?
or her
Yes.
eyes.
Hi.
The
Yes.
last time I remember when I look at the guy's eyes, oh my gosh.
No, but no, I think there's something, that's easy for a woman doesn't have to walk up to a guy. If she just looks at him and gives him that look like, are you gonna come talk? You know what's funny? I know you guys know because say if you're in the hood, a girl will look dead at you, right? And then some girls will say something if you don't talk to them.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. They'll
Right.
say, "Hey,
Right.
you're not gonna talk to me," and they'll have an attitude about it.
Right.
I
Hmm.
Right.
remember it happened to me in high school. I remember this girl. Oh man, she was like
If
the
that's
baddest girl.
how,
I was so shocked that she liked me. She had a banging body, everything, and and one day she was at home and got upset. I didn't pay her no mind. I didn't think she would talk to me. And then she said, "Oh, you just gonna keep walking by me?" I said, "Damn, you like me?" I was so shocked.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
No, seriously, I was so shocked because girls don't do that. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Wow, this girl likes me." I was like, "Damn."
All right. Go
But
ahead.
yeah, but you'd be surprised, guys. They'll take it. And I'm not talking about the Korean. The guys look like they're from Korea that are straight white, 6 feet tall, that are like the perfect Korean dude. You got to give us regular guys some looks too.
Yep.
Because you
We
girls
don't.
stare
We
at them.
don't. We don't walk around feeling that we're gonna conquer everything, that we're gonna get like, oh my, we don't go in there, we're like, I got this, I got this. Yeah, we feel comfortable when we got a lot of, we like, yeah, I want to, what's the worst she's gonna say is no, but
Hmm.
we still got that in the back of our mind, like, nah, this, see, to me, and I'm sure the other guys in the panel, I don't believe that every woman is out of our league,
Hmm.
but per se, uh, the way she shows and reflects, it means a lot. So if you reflect and you look at me like, hey, and that's it, I'm thinking, oh, she brought down, I'm not probably good enough for her to her
Hmm.
standards or whatever. But if you got a smile, or you even gave me that eye from the corner, or you sat down and gave me that, not just hello, you're like, hey, how are you? Boom, it's different.
Hmm.
But we walk into that shit the same way as women do. The only difference is women do it with a lot more sensitive. Men are just a little more cocky, but we still got that emotion that we get,
Of course.
affected.
Both sides want to feel wanted.
Yeah.
Both sides
Yes.
want to have that feeling that the other one wants them, or have a equal or greater amount of attraction to the other.
Yep.
What's the point?
Yep.
I think
Yep.
as women, to get men, you have to practice that more. You know, when you're out and about, and even if you're just talking to a guy and you like him, kind of let him know. Not you don't have to
But
say it, but you can. How girls do, they laugh at your jokes more. Little things like that.
How are you gonna say that? Hi, my name is Kay. How are you?
Oh yeah, that's how they do it.
Maybe
No, they
the
talk like that
if
in Thailand. The girls,
Hi,
but Kay always
hi,
make it
No,
so retarded.
Josh. Jay, I wanna ask Sis Revex. Sis
Good,
Revex,
good.
because Sis Revex is
wow.
not talking.
Yeah, I
Sis
will I
Revex.
will sleep now. Good night, guys.
All
Oh
right,
my sis.
good night,
Sis
QB.
Revex. No, she's
What?
not
she's not
sleeping
going.
yet.
I
My
know.
question is, are you the one? Are you, if you like a guy, are you the one making some move, or you wait for the guy to make move? Like when you like a guy, are you the one making move, or you waiting for a guy to make some move? Like talk to you, or you're the one who gonna start the conversation just to
Well, I just
be
wanted to
able to
say
talk to the person.
Kay actually was aggressive. When I met her on the dating site.
Jay, this
No,
is
no,
not
that's
for
fine. No, I'm just gonna
us.
tell her.
Wow.
Oh no,
oh
they
my
need to
god,
listen too. Kay, just listen. No, Kay, don't,
because
no, Kay, don't play that.
oh
Kay was
my
like,
god,
hey,
you're my
Kay was like,
idol,
hello, how you
Jay.
doing? Kay contacted me. I was
I wish
like,
I
hey,
have a I wish
Whoa,
I
whoa,
have
whoa.
that.
you
No,
did. You approached
listen.
me.
No, you're the one who contacted me. But that time I broke up, I said I'm gonna say hi to anyone. Before I don't
See,
say hi, I'm gonna say hi to anyone. And Jay
but
asked
you
me,
did the right thing though. You said, you know what? Let me go out there and initiate some contact.
Right.
I think women need to
Closed
do that
mouths
more.
don't get fed.
Exactly.
Closed
And look
mouths
where
Yeah.
we
don't
are
get
now.
fed.
And
Ain't
look where
nothing
we are
wrong.
Jay
now, right,
asked,
Kay?
Nothing is wrong with what you did, Kay.
Imagine you didn't say
Closed
nothing to me.
mouths don't get fed.
Exactly.
thank you.
Hmm.
No,
No,
this is
it's
Jay asked me. Jay asked me, okay, how I gonna contact you? Okay, this is my Skype. This is my Skype. Okay.
So that's it. That's how it started
Hmm.
through
Well,
Skype.
I probably did contact her first because I
No,
was
he
I was
contacted me
I
first.
was testing the law of averages because I had to.
Jay is contacting a lot of girls.
I had no
You
choice.
had
I
to.
was contacting almost
Yeah.
every girl on there that looked good and okay.
Yeah,
I
excuse me,
contacted
what
them.
dating online was that? So I could, so Rabbit QB and I would like to download that kind of app.
Oh, sis, the singleadventist.com.
Okay, guys,
That's for Adventist.
singleadventist. Go, okay, guys, look for singleadventist.com.
I know, I think you know our story already, but
Yeah,
what
JoJo
happened
knows.
to us
Yeah,
is
I knew it already.
okay.
No, but I just wanted to share that part about girls being a little more aggressive, especially when it comes to online dating. Contact the guy. Hey, how you doing? Only thing that can happen is the guy can reject you. That's it. Just like we get rejected. I think women
hmm
need to go through that more because then they'll appreciate, you know, I
yep.
think they'll appreciate it more relationships if they get rejected as well. Like, man, I'm getting
And
rejected. Hmm.
and times are different. The times are different. Men shouldn't
Exactly.
always be men shouldn't be the only ones making a point. If the woman likes the man, let it be known because again, a lot of time is, and again, it's okay if that's how you feel, but a lot of time is wasted by both parties when, when the man's like, "Yo, I'm always making the moves, man. What's going on?" I mean, it's nothing wrong with the woman. Women in their minds, especially in the foreign women, they think, "Well, I look cheap." If I look, you don't cheat. You look like you're interested. Make it
Hmm.
happen. Everyone's not going to have
Right.
the same opinion. Yeah, some men are gonna be like, I look at this one. Wait. But some guys, there are gonna be a lot more guys who'll be like, oh my god, she just made this shit easy for me. Now I can actually talk to her instead of where it
Yeah,
could be positive or negative, but don't focus so much on the what ifs. Just do it, and they should start doing that more often.
they should. Talk to them. Make it easy. Make it easy for them to talk to you. But then you
Yep,
turn around and make it harder for them to get something right away. Then you know what? He's like,
I
oh
like that.
wow, yeah, she initiated
I
it,
like that.
but I can't just beat it up and leave her. A guy's gonna be
Yeah.
like, wow,
You
he's
just got,
so.
you gotta be careful. It's okay to be forward and be like, "Hey Jay, how you doing?" Oh, hey, how you doing today? That's fine. There is nothing wrong with being persistent and aggressive.
Hmm.
But learn. Women
So
need to. And men, they need to learn where to. Where most of us we should know, and we do, is know where to draw the line. Hey, yo, yo, yo. I said hi and how you doing, and I'm digging you, but you ain't gonna get no ass right now. Leave you alone. But if you open the doors fully and be like, what on? Now then don't blame nobody else but you. You got to learn your boundaries too.
Exactly.
so what are the conversation starters? What are some of the
But
conversation starters? Is somebody who, give you that eye contact, how would you go over there and start off a conversation?
who, me?
Yeah.
Oh hell no! If I catch somebody, like if I feel attracted or I don't go by looks, but if I feel attracted by that effort, I'm
Mm-hmm.
straightforward. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm new. I've been here a couple of days. I just wanted to say my name's Nico. How you doing? I noticed, I noticed we're just sitting here, just shooting the shit. I figured if you'd like some company, I'm like really out there. I'm like, we're here.
Right, right, right.
The worst you can say to me is, I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable, or hey, thank you. And if I get the wrong, if I don't get the chemistry, like I don't get that feeling that she's comfortable, then I'll be like, listen, I didn't mean to disturb you. Have yourself a great day, and I'll talk. If we see each other in the passings, and I'll say hello again. Have a great day, and move on.
Right. So it's easy. It's easy for you. It seems like it's effortlessly for you, and it's like that for me as well. Because but I just imagine a woman trying to do that, especially a woman coming from a Filipino culture. Uh, Imagining them coming and starting off a conversation starter. I don't see that being an easy thing for them. You know what I
No,
mean?
they're very conservative. They're very pride. They're very like. But the thing is, they also need, and in shows like this, and Filipinas, other Filipinas listen, and hopefully it becomes contagious. There's only so much, oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah.
Listen, and the thing is, they're like that with foreigners. They're not like that with their own kind. Because every time you
Right.
see them, and they're like, "What's going on?" They feel like this barrier with foreigners. Because I see Filipinos and Filipinos talking to each other, and I have
It's like
again, I
nothing.
still
Yeah.
have. Yeah, it's like to them, it's like normal, but it still is normal with a foreigner. You just got to be a little bit more careful and set up some boundaries and get to know them. But taking that next step is definitely is good. And again, it's depending on what kind of woman in the Philippines, because you got the high speed women, then you got the middle class women, and then you got the high class women, and each one's going to be approachable in a different way.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, since we're talking about love and
Uh-oh.
qualities, there's one comment here from Mark McCurry. He said, "Let's make this live Filipino Cupid right now." LOL, ladies, who's single?
There you go.
Who's single here? Sis Jojo,
I'm
raise your hand.
I'm single.
Uh-oh.
I love that name, Jojo Crumb Crew.
Mark
Yeah.
Curry, are you single? Guys, I just want
How
to
about
share
you,
when.
Mark McCurry? Are you single and ready to mingle? Then join the live stream now. Char.
Guys, I just want to share when I was dating, chatting online. One time I was chatting around, I don't know where its location, I forgot. He said, "Oh, you're so beautiful. I want to marry you. I love you." I said, "Oh no, I gotta get out of this conversation right away." Sometimes guys are just
A little.
Psycho,
uh,
Yeah.
direct to the
weirdos.
point, but it's not really BK, amigo.
I mean, there's a limit to aggressiveness. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true.
Like if I'm walking through SM Cebu, I would like I say this all the time. I'm always with these guys. I'm always wear a pair of headphones. It's not because I don't want to talk to nobody. It's because there's a lot of sales pitches. There's a lot of, hey, do you want to buy this condo? Hey, do you want to buy this? So if I wear these, it's instead of disrespecting them, they see me with headphones, and I just put my hand up and say no, thank you. You're non approachable, but then you see a lot of foreigners. They're in there, and then they talk to the first woman that comes in. Then it doesn't seem like it works. Filipinos see that shit. You know what I mean? They're like, "What? He was just talking to like 15 women on the way into the friggin' SM Cebu. Now he's talking to another 15." But again, it's different for us because we don't see it as serious as you. We see it as like, well, she didn't pay attention to me. Let me say hit on, if it, depending on what you're looking for. Like I said, I'm not approachable. I keep people at a distance. But a lot of men, they go in and they want to meet a woman or a good woman or any woman. So, but they don't realize that the Filipinos are looking. So you're not attracting positiveness. You're attracting negativeness. You're like, well, if he talks to me and he's already talked to 15 others, I wonder what his intentions are. But if your intentions are genuine and you're like, hey, how you doing? And then 20 minutes later, she sees you walking and you're not talking to everybody. And then she says, how, she gives you that eye and you approach her. She's more likely to talk to you, I think. She's more likely to talk to you than to see you talking to 15 and then move on and 15 more.
You should just talk to 15 women after, you left, you go to another town.
Meet one in Cebu, then you're gonna go to Mindanao, then you're gonna go to this. Meet one in every spot.
Wait, guys. Mark McCurry is single. So, sis Jojo, are you going to do, your company to be open again and do the pasto on your
Yeah,
live?
Yeah, sure.
You need to invite him, sis Jojo.
Yeah, Mark Macari. One day visit my live stream and I'm gonna do a fast talk game with you and introduce you to all my single ladies friends.
Yeah. So when are you going live again, Jojo?
yeah. When you go live?
That's the problem. I don't know when.
Well, I tell you this, I'm going live on Saturday. It'll be nighttime, maybe
Uh,
around this time, maybe like around 11 or 12.
oh,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, okay.
So
Yeah.
Sure.
maybe you can
Maybe.
tell them to come. Then you can bring them to your channel. I don't know what you want to do.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Maybe before, maybe
Okay. Okay.
Friday. I will do my live streaming on Friday
Okay.
night
Good. Good.
night.
Yes. I'm gonna send you a picture, Jojo, and then you're gonna put me out there like love connection and be like, Mira, this a guy right here. Boom. Throw me
Okay.
out. Throw me out there on a plate and see what happens. See how many wolves attack. Hey, you know what? When you're a single man, you're open to every possibility. And it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm not without. I'm not a hungry. I eat daily, and I'm not out to eat all the time. So eventually, the right kind of meal is gonna come along, and I'm just gonna eat out of that plate. So until then, I'm good.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Sis Rebex, can you say something? Where are you? We can see your.
No,
We
no,
can
you
see
gotta
Yeah,
be
your new.
I
quiet.
think sleeping already.
QV's gonna get in trouble. Because then someone's gonna
Oh,
they're gonna wake somebody up and then they're gonna get her in trouble.
Rebex, where are you? Sis
QV.
Rebex.
Oh,
Say
Oh,
it.
oh, she woke up.
oh,
See,
Mark McCurry said he is so serious and he's tired of American women. No offense. Okay. No. Oh, okay. Then you're in the right place, Mark McCurry.
Sis Rebex, say
QV.
something. We want to hear your voice.
Yes, we miss you, QV.
I have to be like this to
What
change
is the
my
question,
voice.
guys? Any
This is the
question?
bedtime voice.
My question didn't answer by Sis Rebex yet. Are you the one, kind of girl who, if you think you like the guy, you're gonna be the one to do the move, or you're gonna wait for that guy that you like to make some move?
Honestly, Char.
Honestly.
Honestly,
Go, sis. Rabbit.
and if I'm interested to the guy, I'll be the one to do the moves. Char.
Sure.
All right, aggressiveness. Woo!
Yeah, why
Oh,
not?
Nico like
Diba?
aggressive woman.
Yes.
Right, Nico?
Me, hell, wear a Catwoman outfit with claws and claw me to death. Yes.
You like, oh, okay.
You know why?
Before,
Because
yeah.
I am aggressive.
Hey,
I have a lot of
guys,
energy.
we need to elaborate what kind of moves is that, you know. Don't
Unexpected
overthink.
moves. Okay, ninja move.
Don't
Elaborate.
overthink that.
When I was young, I don't make a move, but when you get older and like, okay, I'm already 30 years old.
Yeah.
No,
If I
I
like
I
someone,
I
I
al-
Yeah.
I
make some
already
move.
get the move when I'm still 18. Char.
Yeah. You know
Yeah,
what?
because the
Experience
You
question
know
is,
me.
what?
yeah,
My
because the question is
yeah. What's the
if you
question?
like, 'di ba? If you like the
Yeah, yeah,
person,
yeah. I
so
feel like the
why
person.
not
Mhm.
you're not the one to do the move, right?
Yeah, I did that.
I like that. I like that.
In the
So,
Yeah.
first
sis
Yeah, yeah,
move.
yeah,
Jojo,
yeah, yeah. Where
Yeah.
you been at?
Jojo,
Yeah.
my question to you is: are
Yeah.
you the kind of person who makes a move if you like the person, or you
Yeah.
wait for the
At
person you
first,
like to make some move?
at first, I didn't do the move, chart, the ninja move. But then I observed he didn't do the move again. Didn't move. So I moved. So he didn't do the move. So I moved my move, and then
Yeah,
he didn't
move
respond.
on,
So he
guys,
didn't move
move
at all.
on,
So
move
so
on,
I moved on. And then
move on, guys,
yeah,
move
that's what happened.
on.
Actually, I did that. I tried because there's nothing. It's not
Really,
gonna.
Madam Malo Martin is really pushing me
You're
to
not
Sir
gonna lose
Nico. Sir
anyways,
Nico,
right, Sis
Madam
Kay?
Malo Martin is, you know,
Right, Kay, Sis Kay? If you do the
Madam
first
Malo.
move, it's not gonna. You're not gonna lose, or it's not gonna. What do you call that? You know. My God, naubusan ako ng English. Ay, ng dictionary, guys. I'm sorry, sorry. I forgot this is Black Filipino TV channel.
Kala mo live mo, sis.
No,
I
say
thought
whatever
this
you
is
gotta
my
say.
channel. Oh my gosh.
We're trying to
Well,
keep
Yeah.
it PG. We're trying to keep it PG 13.
yeah, you know what? When I was in college, I didn't do the first move, and then there was this guy who approached me, and then I didn't respond. So I think that there was a regret. What if? What if? I don't wanna living. What if? So we have to do the first move, sis Reb. Okay, Reb, move. You go first move to Nico. Okay.
No, I'm not the one who first like to Sir Nico. So I'm not the one to do the.
So,
Okay, Nico,
Nico,
move.
I have a question.
Yes.
In a ten out of 10, how you gonna say how do you like sis Rebex? 10 out of 10.
Oh, what do I think in general? Uh,
Yeah, yeah, in general.
No, we
As
don't
a
know.
lady.
We don't know very well with Sir Nico, you know. So we need to think that as a friend, Sir Nico,
Uh
right? Sir Nico.
yes, yes.
Don't
I can't answer. Kay, I
don't
can't answer
Yeah,
that. I have to wait and see.
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
You put a roadblock on
yeah.
that response.
Wait and see.
How about you, sis Rebex? Wait and see too.
Yeah,
Wait
we
and
don't know each
see.
other well, even we talk in YouTube, you know.
Oh, Nico,
So
you didn't send any messages in private messenger like that. Have you
no,
tried?
No.
don't force Sir Nico, guys. Don't give him
Uh
I'm not forcing
any
Nico. I'm just
don't give
teaching
him any idea
Nico.
about that.
He's
You know,
13
he is the
years.
one to think what is in his heart,
I
guys.
heard that. I heard that. I respect that, Rebex.
Of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
yes,
She
yes.
said, you
No.
know, because
I
you
am
dampen
more.
the situation.
I am more. Uh, to answer both sides. Um, QB has made it very clear, where she stands, and she knew, and she knows. I mean, she can make. How do I say this? She can portray it as in she thought I was joking, but I kind of subliminally understood what she was saying when for where she's been and where she's at. So I have not reached out to her because um, it's you can always tell when there's an
Really?
open door and the door is not open, so I'm not going to force it open. And I think sometimes I think I can't speak for her from what the from the vibes that I get. I tend to I think I upset her sometimes with the way I am because she can't pinpoint me out and think that when I'm joking and when I'm serious. So now we just I visit her live show and we just have a great time and we joke and I don't try to make her uncomfortable, but she knows and she knew where I was going, and if she's not ready, she's good. But I would reach out to her if I got different signals, but I don't get them.
But I don't know. I think now is the time to make her feel uncomfortable.
I have a key. I
I
have a key, Nico. I have a
yeah.
key to the door.
You got the
Just
key. I
kidding.
need.
Give him a copy.
I give me a copy.
We'll duplicate that. We will
Give me,
duplicate this.
give me
You'll
a
give me the
copy and give
key.
me the lock code so I can hit the lock code
I'm
and get in.
kidding.
Yeah, and
I'm
also,
happy that sis Rebex and Nico is very good sport. We're just joking,
yes,
but if ever, something come out of
Yeah,
it,
we don't
out
know
of it.
guys, we don't know
Yeah, yeah.
guys. YouTuber.
Yes.
I hear you.
Wow.
I hear
See,
you.
Nico,
So,
that's the man.
with with
We're
with all
dying
of this
for
said,
you.
I'm gonna have to end the stream. But
Oh,
guys, make
gotcha.
sure you return on Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern time for Rebex and Nico Part 2
Is Rebex
on the
are
No,
Black
going
Filipino
live?
TV. We give
no,
you live.
Is Rebex are you going live?
Huh? Yeah, I'm
no,
going
Sir
live on
J.
Saturday.
Sir
Huh?
Okay,
J,
get ready.
don't call me that fast.
I know you wasn't ready for that. I know you're not used to getting live calls. See, Jojo knew I sent Jojo a live call. Jojo rejected me. Like, I'm not going there right now.
I'm not going right there now because
See, she came
Actually,
later. But yeah, everyone,
Guys,
thanks.
we need to work. No
Yeah,
work, no
thanks
pay.
for watching us. Thanks for watching us. We will be Saturday around 11 or 12 Eastern time. That's PM. We will see. If all of you want to come back and join me, you're welcome to come. And
yeah, but Sir
yeah.
J, don't call me that fast.
No, no, I'm not. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna send you an email first. I'm gonna
Yeah,
send
you
you an
need
email
to you
first.
need to ask me you need to ask me first if I will come, if I will show or not, because I'm in other live stream. I don't have I'm joining giveaway.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. I ruined you getting money for a giveaway. Sorry about that.
No, I'm joining the
Oh
giveaway
my
and
J.
oh my god, it's salty.
This Rebex always win the giveaway.
Yeah, she does.
hey, Dave, it was definitely a pleasure. Jay and Dave and QB and Kay, thank you honestly, thank you. I had a really,
Thank you,
really good
thank you.
time, and I think you guys should, think about it. QB, it's never too early to talk to me, ever, ever too early to wake up and talk to me.
Wait. I gotta play the music. Ding, 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 ding,
Aww.
ding, ding. Oh, you gotta finish. You gotta do the talking while I'm. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, that's
QB,
so sweet. Oh,
The
you
music.
can be my baby forever, girl.
Aww.
No, Sir
Hey,
Nico,
Jojo,
just
thank you.
don't relax there, Sir Nico. Relax. Relax, Sir
relax.
Nico.
Relax.
Just calm down, Rebby, QB.
Calm down, Sir
You don't
Nico.
want to relax here, KB.
Girl, throw me a bone. Throw me something. You're letting me starve here.
Yes, and with all of that said, good night, guys. It's time to go.
Night,
Yeah, thank you
everyone.
so much,
All right, later.
guys.
Bye,
Yeah.
Sis
Much love, guys. Take
Rebex.
care.
Bye, David. Nico, Sis Jojo.
Bye bye. Take care, everybody.
All right, later.
Bye bye.